Trigger warning. This show may include spiders, water ladders, heights, opinions, bad takes, alcohol, coffee trees, a strangely handsome host, a giant, and a bald ginger. Luckily, YouTube has provided a slider to increase your enjoyment. If these things bother you, just click the red X at the top of the browser window. For those that are not sissies, enjoy the show.
You're beautiful. You make me feel my Barbie doll is really real.
You duck and cover.
Be sure and remember what Bert the Turtle just did, friends, because every one of us must remember to do the same thing. That's what this film is all about. Duck and cover.
Wookie, you're so bad.
Oh, my shit's not working. There goes my cheer. Oh,
No.
Oh man.
yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Something Sunday. This is the largest panel I've had, so I'm sure things are going to go wrong. There is something I wanted to get to before we go around the horn. Was going to do some call to actions before we started, but evidently I don't really need to do that because Joker already hit 505 subs today.
Yes.
Oh,
And there was much rejoicing.
Yes.
However, Static is 3 short of 100. So we still have a call to action here. Let's see if we can help get him to that number there. And I fucked my screen all up.
And make sure when you follow somebody, because it will look like it might be 10 people sign up subscribing. So YouTube might think those are bots. So make sure you watch a video after you subscribe.
Oh,
yes.
Or at least you could have your phone on silent and then just kind of let it roll. So that way you secure your subscription.
And
just a little hint.
prove
And
your subscription.
Exactly.
And definitely ring that bell.
Mhm.
Definitely ring the bell.
Mhm.
And here's to me. Thank you.
All right, so we're gonna go around the horn real quick. Bradley, how you been, man?
Doing pretty good. I actually liked that video, except I was very disappointed that we did not see all the refrigerators that survived the nuclear explosions. Since
I almost put the nuke the fridge in there. How you doing today, Joe?
I'm doing fantastic, my brother. Thanks for having me. I, of course, am ready to go see Barbie. I got my Ken shirt on that my wife made for me. She's all done up in Barbie pink and everything. We're going to go represent at the show today.
Yeah.
My condolences.
Well, hey, I'm not going into this sober.
Married,
I'm gonna go have some food, a couple of Coronas. And,
Actually, a lot of people did that yesterday. You could tell, like, it was a bunch of couples there, and it was, oh, by the way, this is a special guest appearance here by my cat Tara. Who would have guessed, named after my favorite video game character? But yeah, a lot of couples were at the theater, and they were just making a full day of it, like Barbie and then Oppenheimer.
Barbenheimer is what they calling it. A friend of mine that is an artist here did a really nice like Barbie like praying and a mushroom cloud, and it was all in pink. It was a really gorgeous looking piece of artwork she did. Yeah,
Greatest bit of the marketing ever.
And it's helped both movies. From what it looks like. I mean, everybody's going to see them.
Yeah, the box office is looking pretty good, but I don't know if it's going to translate to next weekend. That's for sure.
I know.
How are you doing, sir?
Isn't the new Haunted Mansion out next weekend? I mean,
Yeah.
It's gonna dominate.
Acid, you there, bud?
Yeah, I'm here.
How you doing?
Live. Just waiting for you to pay me first. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not saying nothing until you pay me. No, I'm doing fine. It's been a day. It's been a week. Ready to go back to school next month. Torture myself for my master's. Whatever.
Nice.
So that's what's going on.
Joker, how you doing, man? It's been a little bit.
Oh, I mean, I went to bed last night. Matt Vader from the Salty Nerd gave a push for my channel. I went to bed at about 493, and I wake up to 502, and I've gained 3 since then. I'm on cloud 9 right now. Now I just need hours. Oh, I'm not even close yet. I need lots of watch hours. So for everyone out there, I have playlists. Just go to one, just press play, go vacuum the house, go out and do grocery shopping. Just
do times
let it
2
run.
speed. Just times 2 speed and let it roll for each one.
Yep.
Hey, Jacob.
We're getting poop in the chat.
The missus is in here as well.
Yeah.
The Mrs. Sasquatch.
Oh, I didn't see the thing.
Hey, Mrs.
It's moving pretty quick. Both of our stuff going.
Hey, Miss Cannoli.
So Blair, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Me and my son watched this last night at 10:30. Got out of theater about 2 a.m.
Oh, Jesus.
He's on his way to summer camp right now, so sucks to be him. But yeah, it's great to be here. This is quite a little movie.
Yeah. Static, how you doing? It's been a while since I've seen you the other night.
Yeah, doing all right. You know, it's laundry day, so it's a no pants stream for me.
No pics, then
no standing, please.
No. We're good.
It's not
We're
standing room only.
But yeah, I unfortunately did not see Oppenheimer. I had a weird day yesterday, and that just screwed everything up. Where I was up at 3:30 in the morning for a random reason, and ended up sleeping all day. So I did not see that, and I'm actually kind of like part of the way through the Barbie movie right now because there's just been a lot of shit being said, and I'm just curious about it. So I have called Mr. Sparrow, Captain Sparrow, and we're watching it right now.
Lots of rum.
It's whiskey. There's no rum in this house.
Mags, how have you been? It's been a little while since you've been on here.
I know it's been a minute. Been good. I saw Barbie on Friday, and I saw Oppenheimer yesterday. In fact, I had a friend show up. We kind of planned it last minute. I already had my ticket, and he was like, "Well, I'm going to go see it by myself. So you want to see it together?" And it's like, "Sure, let's do that." So that was really fun too, because I have to. It's almost like I have to watch movies by myself because either my parents are gone or doing something, or I am going to see it at a different time that they're not available. So it's like, anyway, going to be interesting conversation for both. What a dichotomy. So can't wait to get into this discussion. But thank you for having me back on Wookie Be Bad, and glad to be here.
It's no problem. You're loved here. I can tell you that. The man of the hour, the guy I can never get a hold of because we live in separate countries. I absolutely love his videos. I think he has an excellent mind for breaking this stuff down. How are you doing, Rivers?
Yeah, man, I'm good, thanks. Saw Oppenheimer on Friday. Really enjoyed it. My mate came with me. He fell asleep through most of it. Although I think he enjoyed it, but he was just fucking knackered. And yeah, it was like I said behind. It was really weird how I went there, and there's two things that happened. We can get into it later. When I went to the cinema and to the movies, and one was the Sea of Pink that I saw, and the other one was what happened in Oppenheimer. Well, not what happened. That happened in my actual screening of. Well, basically, I'll tell you. I booked my tickets on Monday, and there was like 3 seats left. So I grabbed one. And then on Friday, 2 hours before I went to go and see it, my mate was like, "I want to come and see it." I was like, "Shit, I haven't got you a ticket." So we managed to get him one random ticket, and there was nothing else. I said, "Well, fuck them. What we'll do is I'll just go and sit in a seat next to you, and whoever comes, we'll just give them my ticket because it's probably a better seat anyway." So we do it. No one turns up for this ticket, which is now a completely sold out screen. No one came for his seat. So we were like, "Well, that's a bit weird." Go for the 3 hours, come out of it, and I think something makes me want to just get up and have a look down. And I stand up to have a look at this completely packed screen, and there's no one in there. Maybe about 14 or 15 people. So I was like, well, how the fuck was this a fully packed, sold out screen and maybe 10% capacity? It was weird. It was like,
Yeah, that's really
surely
weird.
they're not buying seats in my little neck of the woods around here.
No, that is kind of weird. That's really odd.
Really odd.
Especially for not being a Disney movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Really.
I mean, did people just buy tickets and they forgot to show up or
Yeah, but
something?
90% of the movie theater?
Yeah, that's
because
true.
it's a
That's
Friday
a little-
night, isn't it? It's the opening. It's the opening one. It's the opening day for Oppenheimer. If you're
That's
buying a
true.
ticket for it, it's because you want to go and see it. And
Right.
yeah, nobody there.
Weird.
But you could definitely tell people were there to see Barbie. I just walked. My mate was like, "Can you hurry up, please? I'm wearing pink, and everyone thinks I'm going to see Barbie." And I was like, Jesus Christ, why are you wearing pink anyway?
That's what I would have said.
Because I'm going with my wife. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah, he said, actually, I went and saw it before. No, so I sort of go up, I got up the escalator and I see him sort of hiding in the corner. And as I come up, there's just pink cowboy hats, pink leggings. There was some gay dude who just had a pink, what was it? It was like a pink, what do you call it?
Mankini.
It might as well have been, because
Oh,
I
no.
could see like his arms were hanging out and he had his little cowboy hat on. And I was just like, oh Christ, is this what we're
Halter tops?
This is what we've got today? It was just pink. And I was like, well, I can tell Barbie's whatever she's going to make this weekend is justified because everyone's come out to see it.
Yeah, you should have took a picture of that and shared that on Twitter.
Oh, I should have done. I think my mate was just like, can we get out of here now, please? And I was like, yeah, fine.
So everybody that watched Oppenheimer, what was your general consensus of it? Was it a good movie or a bad movie?
I thought it was
I
a good
enjoyed
movie.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like 3 hours.
Well, it was a well-made film.
It was a well-made film. I just have some criticisms of it. I could definitely sense some pretentiousness from Nolan.
Yes.
There's definitely some pretentiousness there. I think there were some things that he could have cut down, and some scenes that were not necessary. There's better ways to show some scenes. Hollywood has been able to. Well, Hollywood has forgotten the art of subtlety. Now they just seem to exposition things too much rather than allowing the audience for imagination and for coming to their own conclusions to things. But I think it was a really, really good movie. I didn't feel the 3 hours, if that makes sense. I still think maybe 30 minutes could have been cut, but it wasn't something where I'm sitting there like, is this over with? God, like I wasn't one of those. There were definitely people in the theater though, looking at their phone. So,
wow.
Yeah.
I don't think you can escape that in any movie, whether it's good or not.
Yeah, that's true. That's
so my thoughts on Oppenheimer. Is it a little long? Yes. Is it pretentious? Absolutely. Is it thought-provoking? Yes. Is it extremely well acted? Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is it production-wise? Is it well done? Yes. Should you see it? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you're into history at all, yes. If you think this is about making the atom bomb, no.
No.
I know several people have said that, oh, well, what the bomb's in the middle of the movie. Why is it in the middle of the movie? And it's like, you didn't pay attention to the beginning of the movie to understand where this was going.
Right.
Some people got upset about the overuse of communism, and I don't think it was overused at that point. That was actually going on in the colleges in the United States. We actually, before World War II, we had a Nazi Socialist Party in the United States.
Yeah.
So
yeah, the
this
Red
was-
Scare and all that started after World War II. So
Right,
yeah,
and that's where Oppenheimer ends at, is during the Red Scare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I don't think they were definitely accurate with that part of American history. People think, well, we didn't have this back in the day. I'm like, yes, we did. If you actually look at newspapers from back in the day, they even were praising Hitler before they found out about what Hitler did.
He was on the cover of Time magazine, Man of the Year.
Exactly. So it's kind of like, we were harboring these types of people.
So was Stalin too.
Yeah.
He was Man of the Year one time.
Yeah.
Well, they also kind of knew what Hitler was doing the New York Times did. They just didn't want to talk about it.
Nope.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought it was well shot.
Yes.
Yes.
I did think some of it was a little over the top, but I expected that from this type of film. This is an Oscar film.
It's not going to get nominated.
No.
It doesn't fit the new rules for an
That's right.
Oscar. But
That's
under
right.
the old rules, it would probably win the Oscar.
Yes,
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, and they normally don't do a lot in the box office. A lot of people, and I thought it was very artsy. I thought it was very beautiful.
And I like the fact that there was no CGI. It went back to just like old camera tricks.
That's Nolan for you, man. That's why I bought. I haven't seen it yet, but my wife and I both got tickets for next week's IMAX that we have here in Shreveport. I'm looking forward to it, and that's why I love his stuff.
Right?
Yep. So,
did anyone notice that? You know how they had the shaking going on behind Oppenheimer at times?
Mhm.
Did anyone get a sense that they actually rigged like the shelves to shake? As
Yes.
opposed to just I noticed that at one point. And I'm like, am I just seeing it through like whenever I'm seeing, or did they actually rig the whole set to shake like that?
They probably might have been some CGI there, but the way that they presented it, it felt very practical effect, and that I really appreciated that. It made it, at least the cinematography and the production value of this movie is going to age fine. Like it's going to be completely fine.
Yeah.
was it just a question?
I will say,
Was it?
sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Was it like the effect he used in Batman Begins with the scarecrow drug?
Yeah.
Was it like that?
Yeah.
Something along those
Good
lines. Yeah.
analogy.
So, and that scene where the wall is shaking behind him, I don't know if anybody else picked up on it. You notice like he kept seeing like the skin peeling off people and people puking and stuff like that.
Yep.
That's because every damn one of them got radiation poisoning.
Yep.
Everybody there got sick.
Yep.
So I thought that was the interesting part in the movie. Like you couldn't tell if he was like hallucinating, but radiation poisoning will cause you to hallucinate and do all kinds of weird things. And I thought that was an interesting take there.
I like the fact I thought this cast was spectacular.
Yes.
I mean, I was not
everyone brought their A
expecting.
game.
It was an all-star cast on there too.
I mean, as Harry Truman, Gary Oldman, I was like, oh wow, Gary.
Yeah,
I could recognize him. For a while.
You don't even
a hot
recognize
minute to recognize RDJ too with all the weight loss he's gone through.
Yes,
but
it
he's
got really gaunt. Yeah,
it was.
He played the part brilliantly.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
it was so funny. He was so good. Congratulations, RDJ, for moving on beyond MCU. Like, because
exactly.
at first, because I knew he was in this movie, but as I'm sitting there watching it, it took me about halfway through to go, wait, that's RDJ. Like when he took off I think his glasses at one point or something, I'm like, oh my god, it's just him.
It reminds you how good of an actor he actually
I was
is.
fixing to say,
That's
his
the
whole
thing.
career,
Remember,
he's been a great actor. It's just
throughout his except for obviously when he went through all of his problems and everything with his addiction and everything. But like when he started coming back before he hit Iron Man, he was doing good work.
Yeah.
Didn't he get nominated for Chaplin? I think he did.
Yeah, I think he did get nominated. Yeah,
I haven't seen that one. I need to see that.
Yeah, RDJ is definitely a really good actor. Even half of the celebrities in there, like it took 10 to 15 minutes. I'm like, oh, it's that person. Oh, it's that person.
When I watched Chris Gore's review of it, he said that it was almost like every Oscar nominated actor in history called up Nolan to see if they could get in the movie.
Right.
I heard Rami Malek's in it in some
he's in it for a bit. There's so many people in there, which is very briefly.
And it gets a half-star upgrade for boobs.
Yes, communist boobies at that.
Yes.
It took me a minute to recognize Josh Hartnett because you haven't seen Josh Hartnett forever.
Wow.
And Casey Affleck took me a moment.
Right. That's right, Casey Affleck.
Who else's son's in that? Someone else, or another celebrity's son's in that. Oh, wasn't one of the bald ones. I forget who it is. I'd have to go back through IMDb and look at it, but he's in it for like a hot minute.
Yeah,
in the background. But I didn't realize that was Florence Pugh until I walked out of the movie theaters.
Mm-hmm.
Young Solo.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was him either until I looked at IMDb.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, wow, I actually liked his fucking character for once. I got my review.
He was good.
Yeah, like if only he could have acted that well in fucking Solo.
Well,
Who knows if it's really the actor in that situation, or was it really the director and
Writer.
people?
Yeah.
Or Lucasfilm in general.
You work with what you got, you know.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Bob.
Ice cream's
Hey,
so
JJ.
good.
AJ!
Yeah.
Me and Static kind of trolled him the other day. Then No Green Rocks got in on it. Did you see that stuff, Joker?
No, I missed it. I was.
We'll show it here a little bit later on. But yeah, I like clipped Ego doing the NPC.
Oh, yes, I saw that.
And Static got AJ. But yeah, and do you guys think this movie's going to have legs? Because right now it's kind of getting its butt kicked in the box office, which is to be expected.
Yeah.
I think it will, because I don't think there's anything coming out the rest of the summer that's really good.
Well, this is the last major. It seems
Yeah.
to be the last major movie weekend for
Yeah.
right now because everything is postponed, like Dune. So
I think the thing is though, Oppenheimer's a little bit niche, isn't it? Because it's not
Yes.
a big action
Yeah.
movie. It's a historical drama, effectively.
Yes.
It's also
And,
strange it came out in the summer. I mean, typically they would put this
Yeah.
type of movie out right
Yes.
around
Thanksgiving,
later in the year,
right?
right before
Yeah.
Oscars.
Yeah.
That has been my entire thing.
Yeah.
I think it would do well, but it will have legs. I mean, people will go to watch it, but it's not gonna have mass appeal. Definitely not.
I think it's going to be in the theater for a long time because nothing else IMAX is really coming.
But you've got June
No.
later on.
Yeah, but
That's
Dune's
a while
supposedly been
away.
delayed.
November
June.
3rd.
Yeah, they're going to start delaying stuff because of the strikes. They have to,
Yeah.
just to be
Yeah.
able to cover
can't promote it.
to have
Well-
things in theaters. They're going to have to. Yeah.
Well, you'll see like NBC, ABC, all this stuff. They'll start airing the original Dune miniseries.
You still get the Marvels
AB
though.
Yeah,
ABC.
you're getting the Marvels on ABC. Yes.
No. You're getting
Ms. Marvel.
Ms. Marvel.
Ms.
Ms.
Marvel,
Marvel.
yeah.
Ms. Marvel.
Well, I mean, she's the only
Oh,
Marvel,
and Echo.
right?
Oh, they're dumping that all on Disney Plus one shot.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah.
But I think it'll be in the movie theaters for for at least 3 months.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, it's
They
an
don't have to
IMAX guaranteed for the next 3 weeks.
So I
Yeah.
think Barbie might have some legs.
Barbie's not going to have legs.
Barbie's
You
really
say
front
that,
loaded.
but
We'll see what happens
I know.
next week.
It's
I
front
don't
loaded. It
know.
won't do as well as it has done this weekend. But I think people, normies.
Yeah,
will
I
still
think
go
normies
to
are
see it.
going to it because it's kind of like a couples movie, like you said. You know,
But
Joe's
I
going
think
with his
it'll do
wife, so
700 or 800 million.
I
Yeah.
predict.
I would not be surprised if it does that. Yeah,
I predict a 60% drop.
really. You think it's going to drop that much?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with about 30 to 50 because
I think that's about right.
yeah.
you're going to have all these girls that went and their boyfriends wouldn't go. Be like, oh my god, it was so good, you have to go see it, and the guys are going to get dragged the second week.
But like all summer long, all these blockbusters have been averaging like a 60% drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the
It's
thing
not been a
about
good
it
summer.
is, let's look at the target audience. It's females. Females do not do repeats. They do not go to movies over and over again.
That's
They don't.
true. That's true.
For example, I watched The Force Awakens like 6 times.
Unless you get like a Titanic type thing.
But this
But
is
let's be
nothing
honest.
near that.
Let's be honest. The only guys who are going to go are guys who are early on dating, who are trying to get their leg over still. Guys who've had their leg over are not going to go and see this. They're gonna be
Joe?
like, you go with your mate.
Look, I'm going. First of all, look. The first trailer cracked me up. It looked funny to me. Now I've heard all the talk since about having to have discussions with your kids. Well, you know what? My kids are grown, so and I'm a Ryan Gosling fan, so I'm going to go check it out with an open mind and have a good time. But if there's a lot of messaging in it, yeah, that's going to tick me off. But
I was open to go and see it.
So we're going to go, and have a good time.
I was open to seeing it, but everything I've heard, and funny enough, I watched Drinkers.
I was going to say drinking is going to be involved for me, though.
I think
we're
you'll
going to
need
eat
it.
dinner first, and I'm going to have a few Coronas deep in it before I get in there.
Yeah, I listened to his today, and it just sounds horrific. Certainly from a male point of view. But I think it might glide over a lot of women's heads, just in terms of they won't think of it like how we would think of it. They'll just think, it's a Barbie movie. It's supposed to be about Barbie. Barbie's a central character.
The whole target audience for for this film is suburban box wine moms who watch The View. That's who it is.
Wow.
That's the
So they're not going to get offended like a male audience would be, where it's like, why did you have to do that to my favorite character?
I think the audience is wider. Like when I went to the cinema, it was. I don't know. You guys don't say cinema, do you? I do. It probably sounds fucking weird when I say it. When I went to the movies, it was from 18 up to late 30s. I saw.
So it's
same here. Yep.
And I think you're just gonna have this female wave of people going to see it, and they'll see it this week. And some people think it should.
It's been all over the place. I turned on my Roku TV the other day, and my entire friggin' canvas was Barbie Land. I was like, "What in the hell is going on?"
Yeah, they've really promoted this a lot.
But Barbie's going to railroad it for the next couple of weeks, easily.
However, I do think Tom Connors is onto something. This is the script, just reworked to be 25% different of the Amy Schumer project.
Well, Amy Schumer left because it wasn't feminist enough.
Right.
God,
Jesus Christ.
Well,
and I'm thinking to myself, oh my God.
Are you a feminist terrorist? What's the deal?
I know. Are you literally trying? It was. I had an emotional experience with it on Friday, and I hated it. I felt awful. I felt like I had to apologize to every male out there.
But I 6 both.
Yes. So I was looking at my notes because I was trying to write notes in the dark, so it's all scribbly or whatever. But it's I pointed out I point out some good things in it in my notes, but I'm looking
the set design.
The set design, like the world of Barbie Land was phenomenal. Amazing. Like it was just top notch. They literally went all out with this stuff. There's definitely a lot of continuity and other storyline issues in general, aside from just the messaging. I don't think people realize that if the Barbies are a reflection of the Barbie dolls in real life and take on the characteristics of the people that they own, shouldn't the Kens have the same effect too? So somebody pointed that out. Jay Longbone on Twitter pointed that out, and I'm like, you know what? You're right. So there's a little continuity issue going on here with their own lore, but it's. I don't know. It was kind of I was very uncomfortable, and the more I thought about it, the last over 24 hours, because I've had to mull things over. It's kind of like you got to sip some liqueur just to kind of sit back and think and ponder about it.
Speaking of.
That's your cue, Joker. I couldn't. It was so heavy-handed. I can't even tell at this point if are they 4D chessing themselves or are they like parroting themselves, because the way that they were talking about feminism, it was almost like, is this a reverse thing that they're talking about how feminism is trying to rise up in our real world and they're trying to make evil men? It was just very strange, and I'm just like, are they really trying to own themselves? I'm kind of confused. It's like they're trying to have all this messaging, but then it's so over the top. I'm like, are you just guys parodying yourselves? I'm confused. Like,
you're giving themselves too much credit.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's very true.
To say, don't overthink it. These guys really don't know what they're doing. So,
I'm
trying to look
at. Drinker says, doesn't he, that they go to Barbie, they go to the real world, and Ken realizes, a bit of respect, and people actually talk to him normally, and he really likes it. And then they go back to Barbie Land, and within a day, Ken has taken over the whole of Barbie Land. It's like,
because he learned about the patriarchy, right?
Yeah, and it's kind of like, well,
is that like the feminists here in the real world where they're trying to take over and be the matriarchy? I mean, that's kind of the same.
And yet, when Barbie returns to Barbie Land, everyone's happy, everyone's smiling, everyone's having fun. Oh no, we can't have that. And I have said that we have already had 2 much better Barbie movies, Clueless and Legally Blonde. which
Yeah, Barbie goes to law school.
Well, I don't think Legally Blonde is actually a Barbie movie.
It's a
Barbie
film.
It's
Yeah,
characters Barbie
come on
like.
now.
I get the
It's
analogy.
it's Barbie similar, but it's not Barbie. It's not
Yeah.
the
It's
same
Barbie
thing.
adjacent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
There have been Barbie movies, but
She
they
identified
real
as
Barbie movies, but they've been animated shows for children.
And Enchanted as well.
I don't know. I don't see Enchanted as a Barbie movie. Yep,
Oh, there's Hugs.
Hugs.
So there's
Can you hear that? I'm just realizing.
Yeah, we hear it.
Yeah, we hear it.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, yeah.
there's only been 2 movies that I have requested like a refund from at the movie theater in my entire history of watching movies. The first one was The Last Jedi, and the second one was Barbie. And that's all I have to say about that. So.
That's all I have to
She
say
even
about
more
that.
pink to it as well.
You
Not
can
a fan.
see that she
she
is
was excited for it.
physically upset.
Yeah.
She's
That's
wearing those sunglasses
unhappy
for a
toad
reason.
look right there.
Yeah.
I was on Friday. I was crying, and I know I had my immediate reaction video enlisted, but now I've privated it because I'm like, I don't know. That's just something that's kind of it's very personal and it's very intimate, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't need that sort of stuff out in the atmosphere. So that's kind of a private thing for me, and I feel her when I saw that video that she put out there. I'm like, yep.
Yeah,
I was in tears when I got into the car.
Yeah, last night on Flashcast, they kind of talked about some of that stuff. Some of the ladies that were on there were talking about it was kind of a personal thing. Which I'm a guy. I didn't play Barbie dolls. I didn't have the personal thing. And they went
G.I.
into like,
Joe's
yes,
over here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They went to at a certain point, you play a baby dolls, and then when you got your first Barbie, you didn't want anything to do with baby anymore. You want to play a Barbie dolls.
Star Wars action figures too. I played with them.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
But,
I have already been told, since I don't have a badge, I really should temper my.
Well, apparently Barbie doesn't have one either at the very end.
Yeah, they should
Well,
get
she
one.
does at the end because.
Sorry, Joe. You probably there's her ending.
No, I've heard all about
Ken
this.
if he stayed?
I'm not the type that gets ruined by spoilers. I don't care. I'm going to go see something or I'm not going to go see it. That's spoilers to me. Yep.
I will say this though. I think like definitely Margot Robbie and
She is a smoke show.
and Ryan Gosling played what they were what their characters were written as to a T. Like they played them exactly to a T, and I commend them for their performance.
I'm not a big Robbie fan, but I'm a huge Gosling fan. I love that guy. I think he's great. I think he's way underrated as an actor, and I'm looking forward to him being goofy. You know,
I think you're going to appreciate Margot Robbie's acting in this one. She definitely plays. For me, I think she plays Barbie very, very well.
Cool.
I think she needed this as well, though, didn't she? Because she's had some stinkers.
Because she's been in quite many
she's
mediocre
becoming
type movies.
She's becoming the female Dwayne Johnson. She's becoming
Yes,
you know what
she
I'm
is,
saying?
actually.
Almost
Wow.
leaning towards box office poison almost. You know what I'm saying?
Glad I'm not the only one who can't stand him at the moment.
This film,
What a good analogy. Holy crap.
if this film has a Bud Light effect, her career as a leading actress is over.
Kenzo's coming out here a little bit.
All right, Kenzo.
But you know, it's funny because I have 2 older brothers, and so I grew up like a girly girl, but also a tomboy. Like I would climb trees and ride my bike around the neighborhood and all that kind of stuff.
That's awesome.
So it's and play video games that are not typical for girls. But it's funny because you always had the big GI Joes that were the same height as like the Barbies or whatever, and it's like, hey Barbie, here's your boyfriend. Not Ken. I'm sorry. I like GI Joes better that my brothers had. But I never owned a Ken. I had a couple of Barbies. I mean, I even had a Barbie car, but it's just, I don't know. Barbie was meant for, you could be anything you want to, but she never, the point of Barbie was that it wasn't about putting anybody else down so she could be lifted up. It's she could
Right.
do it on her own means and her own, her own person kind of thing. And it's like this movie, I was like, why? I mean, I understand people be like, well, they don't really care about Ken. It's true, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, but since when was this an actual thing to begin? Like, what? This seems like Mattel trying to really, shit on itself. I don't get it. It's like, why would you do that?
Well,
Well,
Mattel
the
has a
He-Man
whole bunch of
movies.
movies coming out on their toys now.
Well, yeah.
Okay, and plus the film doesn't.
It's like they're
even,
dunking on themselves. Like, we hate ourselves
Right.
so much, we're just gonna be masochists about it. I'm like,
because
why?
because it doesn't even represent the Mattel properly. Because I went and looked, the board of the Mattel is literally half women. The person in charge of the Mattel entertainment / film, a woman. They can't even represent themselves right, which I am surprised. That, all right. Alrighty.
Bradley just sent me that.
No, I just made that.
That's
I just
awesome.
made
Made that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, poor Mayberry.
No, yeah, right.
Whew, God.
So the Transformers movie is making all the money for Hasbro.
Mhm.
They may or may not make money on the movie, but they don't
Or
care.
not.
It's just because their stock shoots way up because they have so many toy sales.
And Mattel is jealous.
Yeah, and Mattel's doing this. Wouldn't it be funny if they release this movie and it gives such an empowering, feminist message that no kid's gonna play Barbie anymore because it's unfortunately a stereotype and does the exact opposite.
Barbie's a
This isn't a
Yeah.
kids movie. This is not a kids movie. That's
I
the
was just
thing.
say, first of all, it's PG-13, and from what I understand, they could have almost made it R-rated. From what I'm hearing about some of the subject matter,
They should have. They should
I
have. They should
mean-
have gone out and
Well,
just done R.
I had when I had said in my immediate reaction, I said, please don't bring your children
No.
to go, children or even teenagers to go see this. This is not a conversation you want to have with your children until they're at least able to discern a little bit better. You know what I mean? Like whatever level you've already taught them. Like I wouldn't talk, to little. This is not a little kids movie. This is not the animated movies that they have. This is clearly made for a movie for adults who grew up with Barbie.
Oh, they're definitely gonna bring this to kids. I mean, because look what they're doing now with kids. And they're definitely gonna bring their kids to this.
Oh yeah.
This is good. This is widely accepted.
Oh yeah.
This is nothing.
Ryan Reynolds had to put out a PSA after the opening weekend for the original Deadpool
Well,
to
he
say,
did it
"Don't bring your
before-
kids to this rated R movie."
right?
He did it before
American
the movie
parents-
came out too. Every TV show he was on, he said, "Do not bring your kids to this movie."
And you know what? How many kids I would? Because I think I was watching a movie at my then boyfriend at the time, and I don't know what movie it was, but I remember the line going into Deadpool, and it was they were kids there in that line. Like I would say, I would be like, I don't think this is a good idea, guys. But they brought their 8-year-olds or 7-year-olds or their 6-year-olds to this movie, so.
Yeah, if there's one thing I've heard about this show, you don't need to be taking your kids to this thing unless they're old enough to have had sex education in high school, at least.
Yeah, or at
minimum
least have
like 16 or 17 years old.
Well,
Yeah.
at least have a proper sit down conversation with your
Right.
children and a very mature way of doing it. Not
But
like,
there's going to be a lot of parents
Yep.
that are just going to consider this a babysitting session to go take their kids to sit them down for 2 hours, and they're going to be really pissed off when they walk out of that theater. Wow, they're going to be mad.
Now, I have a question. I haven't gotten to this part, but I saw the clip floating around on Twitter. Why does the teenage girl call Barbie a fascist?
I don't understand it. I have no idea either. So
there was
my question is this: so if they're upset that Margaret Robbie plays the quote unquote the stereotypical Barbie, so I guess like the original type Barbie. So if she's the original type Barbie, and then you have the original creator somehow show up in this movie, So is the original creator a woman, a fascist? Is that what she's trying to imply here? I don't understand this.
So this scene, this is the one the executives flew out there and told them to cut it. And Greta Gerwig said if she cut the movie, she would not know what this movie was about if they cut that one scene. And they had them do it live in front of the executives, and they let it stay in. So that's what this whole article breaks down about the.
And this is just where she meets the creator of Barbie, right?
She's just an older woman. She's not even mentioned who she is.
Yeah.
Oh,
is she the creator of Barbie or just the owner of that particular Barbie?
It's the mom that supposedly is the owner of that particular Barbie, and apparently, whatever feelings are going on, or being done to the Barbie itself, for instance, that's what she's feeling. The stereotypical Barbie, Margot Robbie, is feeling it too. So that's why when she starts saying, "Do you ever think about death?" Well, that's what the mom is thinking. Right. So it's something along those lines. But see, what doesn't make any sense then, because what if other girls have Ken dolls? Aren't the Kens going to be feeling the same way? I mean, it's kind of that's the lore that they've created. So, or at least what the continuity should be. But apparently Ken's it doesn't really matter. The girls don't even play with Ken dolls. I'm like, I knew plenty of girls when I was a child that had Ken dolls. I don't understand.
Well,
they don't bond with them. So.
That fits with women not needing men.
Yep, exactly.
No, and Barbies can't procreate, so they really don't need them.
Disposable attachments.
Great lesson for young girls.
Yeah. I do want to get that shirt that says "You are Knuff." Knuff. That was a great shirt.
They should have had the after credit scene of Ken sitting there with a bottle of Coke, giving himself one.
Oh my God.
Since Barbie had to get one, he's got to get one too.
It's crazy.
I just think this is a really weird movie. The fact that nothing against you, Joe, but for me, I'd never go watch this. I never played a Barbies. It doesn't turn me on.
Oh yeah.
Margaret Robbie, in fact, kind of turns me off. There was that whole big conversation on YouTube, on Twitter about her being mid. She sounds like Fran Drescher.
That's okay. Yeah. She doesn't have to talk.
Sooner or later, they all talk. Steve.
That's the problem.
No. You're a big proponent of the ball gag.
I wish I had one in my drawer. I just pulled it up.
I think that was invented for Fran Drescher specifically.
Jesus. But now, just some of the movies she's been in, like the best scene I've liked her in the past couple of years was that scene where she shoots a dude in the second Suicide Squad movie. She's like, I told myself no more red flags. Boom. That's the.
I think she's great in both of those Suicide Squad movies. I think she's awesome. But as far as her being a really great actress or anything, I just don't see it. Yeah,
she's hot.
She's
hot.
The same person.
She was hot in Wolf of Wall Street. She was not hot in the last Suicide Squad.
I mean, I just got done watching Once Upon a Time in Hollywood Saturday night with the clients, and she's good in that movie, but I mean, she's playing a young kid, and she doesn't have very much dialogue in it. She's pretty much reacting to everything, so I don't know. Yeah. She's a commodity that I don't know if she can really lead a franchise or anything like that.
Well, we're seeing that with Hollywood right now. They're picking certain actors and actresses. It doesn't matter if they're any good or not. Look at Kang. Look at the guy that plays Kang.
Yeah.
All this stuff. Like, I watched that Lovecraft Country. He was okay in it, but it was a shit show. He didn't even make it to season 2. It started out with all this creepy shit and went straight to civil rights in Chicago, and I bailed on it. But there's certain actors and actresses that they're not Robert Downey Jr. They're not these other great actresses. They're trying to hold these young people up, and they're not that good.
Yeah, but do you think
Emily Blunt is amazing?
Yeah.
Rivers.
I was going to say, do you almost think that studios almost understand now that people don't go to see a particular actor anymore? You know, more of
That goes
go
back
to see more of a character, as it were. So maybe they're thinking, well, let's just fucking save some money and get some.
We've had this
cheap
conversation
acting.
before.
Yeah,
about whether or not they're still movie stars.
Movie stars and sex idols.
Yeah.
You've got Tom Cruise and Keanu Reeves. And
Tom Cruise is
they're
probably
the
the
two
last
ones
movie
that
star.
pull.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt is on that trajectory if he continues, but he's not there yet.
No.
Yeah, I
And
think it's
he's got to
Keanu.
be in
and-
better movies too.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of pushback.
But
He's
Terminal
also
was,
not liked by Hollywood.
But did you
Terminal
see him in what was it? What was
Terminalist?
the TV one he did when he was the Navy SEAL?
Terminalist.
Yes, Terminalist.
Yeah.
He was
Great.
phenomenal in that. I
Yeah,
thought
That's
he was brilliant.
that's the
That show-
that is the role that changed my mind about him. I thought he was
He can
just
act.
a goofy actor.
Yeah. Mhm.
What do you got, Joker?
So this was about a few months ago, maybe about a year ago. Anthony Mackie said it best. He is not a star. Falcon is the star.
Yeah, the character, the IP is.
Yep. It is now the IP that is driving the box office.
People aren't going to see Margot Robbie, are they?
No.
Right.
No, they're going to see
when you
Harley
watch
Quinn.
when you watch Reacher. I mean, I'm not female. I know the girls like this guy. They probably know his name. But do you know the name of the actor that plays
Alan
Reacher?
Rickson.
See,
Alan
I don't.
Rickson.
I don't know his name. You know.
He played Aquaman on Smallville.
Yeah. Well, all I know is I like that show.
Yeah.
It was a Reacher. You know, it's not
It was,
the guy.
it was a good action show.
I watched I watched Tulsa King not because of word of mouth,
Oh, so
because it's Stallone. So I mean,
Yeah.
I watched it because of
That's a
Stallone.
movie star.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Yeah.
name a movie star under
But he's in
50
his
years old.
60s as well.
Yeah.
Under 50, yeah.
Under
it's
50?
Hard.
There isn't.
No.
I don't think there is.
No, because even
Chris-
Brad
and
Pitt.
I
Chris,
wouldn't- I
Chris
would-
Pratt is slowly getting there, I would say, if he
And I
continues
would-
to do good stuff.
And I can't
But he'll
even
be
name
50 when he reaches that.
Yeah.
It's not going to be long. He's already in his 40s.
And you can't even name even a female star in this
I'd
category
say-
either. It's kind
I
of
say scarred. I say scarred. I say scarred. Scarred.
Scarlett
Joe
Johansson.
yeah.
is probably the closest.
Yeah,
to that.
but she's still far off. Like if you look at her like a horse race or whatever, she's still like not.
And
she's still
and now
behind.
she's in her
look at the
40s,
movie
how much
she
of that is she
starred
retained?
in.
What was that, Brad?
Look at the movie. Look at the movie she starred in alone, and how well they've done.
True.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
Ghost in the
Yeah.
Machine.
didn't do
Lucy,
anything.
what was that? She,
Black Widow.
she, her, whatever that was. With
Mhm.
Joaquin Phoenix. So I don't think
Oh,
she's
her.
a draw
Jojo
outside of Marvel.
Lucy. That was another one that.
Yeah, that
Lucy
was
was
Lucy,
a really good movie,
That's a
too.
good movie.
Lucy was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one.
Emily
That's another one
Blunt,
of
I
those
think,
movies.
is an excellent.
Emily
actress.
Blunt.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Emily
yeah.
Blunt. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's good.
Sicario.
She was really good in Oppenheimer, where she's over there giving
yeah.
the deposition and like throws that dialogue at him. I'm like, oh shit!
I know.
Yeah.
She was a
Tomorrow
smart
War.
ass, and I was like, oh, go, you go,
Tore
girl.
him
She's
up.
like, I loved
Who
it. 'Cause She was
was-
like, you're not gonna make me testify against somebody that I love, even though he's flawed, and I'm flawed too, but we love each other. It's like, get out of
Yes.
here.
Actor
And
that played the
even-
prosecutor.
He played in one of the Terminator movies. He was John Connor as an adult.
Yes.
One
Oh
of the-
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Bale?
yes.
Christian Bale. Mm-hmm.
No.
No,
the
no,
other
no.
one. It
Yeah,
was one who
and
had
I'll give you a
Khaleesi was in.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, no.
That was the actor.
That was his
But-
name.
The best part.
Yeah, I can't remember. But I was like looking at the entire, like, who the hell is that guy? I know that guy. I
Yeah,
looked it up and it's like, oh, him. Yes, okay.
The best part.
Jason
of
Clarke.
that-
Jason Clarke.
The
That's
the very best part about that film was Matt Smith.
Oh, was it General?
No, as
Yes.
Skynet.
Yeah, Skynet.
Oh, that thing. Okay.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
No one's gonna go see
Oh.
that.
Oh, and I will say, if any of you guys are going to do an Oppenheimer review, watch your footage. They nailed me for 13 seconds.
Oh,
Really?
I'm not.
Yeah,
Wow.
I disputed it because I've had longer than that for Rings of Power, and they were pretty hard.
I've thought about just doing still frames on movie reviews.
Did you see that someone spotted a historical mistake in the movie?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
looking at that article you
No,
put
what
up.
happened?
Yeah,
yeah.
That's kind
Yeah,
of
'cause
funny.
the stars had because they just went and bought regular American flags.
Yeah.
They didn't have flags made.
That's
Gotcha.
really just, and I somehow didn't expect that for a Nolan movie. You know, the way he's very meticulous.
Attention to
Like,
detail, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably somebody on the production staff, and then it was time to shoot the scene, and that's what they had.
Yeah.
Can't save them all, Hasselhoff. Can't save them all.
I really think this is going to elevate Nolan to a higher standard now.
Well, he's already got a high standard. That's
He does.
If you've watched his whole career, man, but
Tenet,
you're right. It does elevate it
Tenet,
because
dude, Joker's right. Tenet.
That did not help him at
No,
all.
it set him back. I think. I mean, he came off very strong. You know, he got big screen popularity just with the Dark Knight series.
Correct.
And then you had like Inception, Interstellar. I was not a fan of, but Tenet, I really feel like Tenet was too esoteric.
Would you say that people have gone to see Oppenheimer because it's a Nolan film?
Yes.
Yes.
The main reason why I want to
His
watch
name
it.
is carrying that movie. No doubt
Yeah,
about it.
I have to say,
That's a director star. That is a movie star. That's a director.
That's what I was
star.
getting to.
Yep.
Like,
It's like going to see Lucas or Spielberg.
yeah,
Or
if Scorsese
like
done
going-
a
it's like
recent
going
Eastwood
film.
too.
or a Tarantino movie or something like that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now I do know a bunch of people went for Cillian Murphy. What's it, Cillian Murphy or whatever his
It's
name is?
Killian. I was
Cillian
just
Murphy.
about to mention that. It's his. You know how Raimi puts what's that guy's name?
Campbell.
Bruce Campbell in every movie he's in. Killian Murphy is his Bruce
like-
Campbell. That's
Yeah.
the guy he puts in
Dark
every
Knight.
movie he makes. This is the first one he's actually the lead actor in.
Yeah.
And it doesn't hurt that he has a striking resemblance too.
Yeah, he looks
Yeah.
just like the guy, no doubt about it. But
Yeah.
this is a perfect vehicle for
I know
him.
a lot of people that were at work that were really into Peaky Blinders. Like they even got the haircuts and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
One guy
I've
has
not
a Peaky
seen that
Blinders
show yet.
tattoo.
If you guys haven't seen it, you got to watch it. It's
Okay.
fucking awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what they've been saying. I know it was trapped over there in the BBC for a year for the last season before they released in the US. And I know the guys at work, they had like VPNs and they were like plugging their phone into the TV so they could watch it on TV with the VPN on their phone. And because if you did it on the PC, it wouldn't work or something like that.
Yeah, it's one of the bigger programs over in England. As soon as
It's on
like a new
Netflix,
season's
right?
coming out, everyone's geared up to sit down
Well,
and watch
isn't it over with now?
Netflix.
I think it was season 5. It was at the end. They've finished it, but you could still open it for another season.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, I heard
and-
they're going to do one. It's like years later.
Hmm.
It'd be like a
And-
decade or so later.
And the creator of that's Stephen Knight, right?
Don't know without looking at
Okay.
it.
Because
Before you look that
believe-
up,
because-
Wookie, I gotta go. You know,
All
I got
right,
a
man.
date with a
All right, Joe.
Royal Fox and a Barbie doll, so
Movie
you know,
time.
I gotta go.
Have fun.
Listen, it's great to see all you guys. Rivers, it was good to meet you.
Yeah, you
and
too. man.
you guys take care of yourselves, okay? We'll
Hey,
see you
hey,
guys.
Joe.
Don't get too drunk
Yes,
watching
thanks.
Barbie.
Yes,
Make sure you have a drink afterwards.
I'm
having
gonna
it
have
before
several
and during.
before and several after.
During.
We're gonna shoot an instant reaction. I'll put it up later on.
Okay.
Okay,
Right.
you guys take care of yourselves, okay?
Okay.
Later.
Bye, Joe.
Later.
because I believe it's the creator of Peaky Blinders that is not now presently, but is the writer for the Ray film for Lucasfilm. I think his name is Stephen Knight.
It is Stephen Knight. I'm looking at him now.
Yeah, that's him.
He was one of the creators of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in Britain.
Mm-hmm. And he's the writer for the Ray film for Lucasfilm.
I'm not seeing that right now. But...
Well, because it's not being done right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably they can't do anything right
Oh wait, here it is. Here it is. You're right. There it is, right there.
Ah, see?
Joker knows
does
his shit,
stuff.
man.
Yeah.
He's on top of it.
I'm not
Probably
holding my
everybody's
breath on that
like,
movie.
God, Wookie's DMing me a stupid question again. But yeah, I think that Hollywood needed this weekend. I really think.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they needed
Big,
it.
100%.
big way.
Yeah, but this is going to be the
Theaters.
last hurrah they're going to have for a
What
while.
are the numbers that have come up? What have they done?
I got it right here.
I think Barbie has made
158.
337 million.
Yeah,
so far.
Or domestic.
Oh my God.
158.
Yeah, so
And I don't-
opening domestically was 155 versus 80 for Oppenheimer, which I completely expected that.
Yeah.
I didn't expect the international to be 182 for Barbie. I expected it to be a little lower.
And I think,
But Barbie did originate in Germany, so
right. And Barbie
Oppenheimer's basically done half of Barbie.
yes.
So
Yeah.
and
600
my
less
guess is Barbie's budget that Deadline has come out and said it's more around the $150 million mark.
Fuck, Barbie's made more in one weekend than Indiana Jones has.
Yeah,
No.
Yes, look at that.
How
So
domestically and internationally.
And this is and this.
They've made almost more than Mission Impossible.
Yep.
They're 118 domestic and 252 international.
There's that, and I am looking at the marketing is probably, I'm guessing it's dollar for dollar, maybe a little more. This film's going to have to hit about between 600 to 700 million to break even.
I think they're going to make.
I think
mark,
it'll hit
though.
8.
I don't think so.
You don't think they're going to make 600 million?
Nope.
What about Oppenheimer? You think Oppenheimer is going to make money at 180?
If it
Depends how long it stays in theaters and how it legs out. I think Barbie's going to burn out within a month.
I think that
Yeah.
Barbie will burn it out in 2 weeks. I think this thing is so heavily front loaded that everyone who really wanted to see this film already has.
Just did. Yeah.
So, a really quick thing too, as a little side trivia, Greta Gerwig, who is the director of Barbie, is also going to be directing a Narnia series. By the way,
That sounds absolutely. No, there is no way. Just looking at this film, she is going to put the faith element that carries.
Barbie.
That's Barbie right now. However, Rotten Tomatoes likes to pull the sheet over your eyes. You have to click the 2 buttons.
Right. So a C.S. Lewis film. There is no way that she is going to pull off the faith element at all. No way.
No, she probably hates the faith.
That's Oppenheimer.
She'll burn it.
The white
Well, I
witch
can't
will
wait
Aslan
to
this
defend
time.
Narnia. So that's going to be something.
So
I think
all
they're
those
getting
movies.
kind of a Rings of Power situation with Narnia.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of people in there. Was that C.S. Lewis?
Yes.
There's a lot of us like me that grew up with the books. In fact, I see the books right on my bookshelf over there, and they have little creases in their spines because I would read them multiple times.
Why?
So Greta Gerwig.
Why can't we get a decent Narnia? Like it's failed so many times, except for like they had those movies that were made like back in the late 70s, early 80s that as a kid I thought were all right.
Because it is faith based. That's why.
Yeah.
The only recent one
But
that
would you
I
make
liked
it for
was
kids or for adults?
the one that I liked was I know Disney many years ago did an adaptation to it, their first Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, and I thought that was really good. But they failed the rest of it, in my opinion.
The best Narnia adaptation is still the animated series by far.
I don't
Not
know if
even
I've seen
close.
that.
I've never seen this one.
Oh, you need to watch those.
When did that
Those
come
are
out?
In like the early 80s.
Okay.
I thought it was the 90s. I can't.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think that I saw that first movie, the animated movie.
Yeah.
Hey, so you showed all those movies that are up there, Barbie and Oppenheimer and Mission Impossible and Sound of Freedom. I bet within a month, the only movie that's going to be left up there is going to be Sound of Freedom.
Maybe.
We'll see, because it did drop this week 20%. It's its first drop. It has been it went up 20-some% last week, so it's back to normal
week,
now.
though, it's going up what?
It'll be
Now you're
interesting
going to start
see
seeing the
Barbie
international.
drop.
Yeah.
Are they going to open it internationally?
Yeah, well, it's starting to get international releases.
Nice,
later this month and early next month. So it's going to increase.
Around August in my area, they start playing old movies back because there's a thing usually going on. Usually bring back retro movies to theater.
I like Fathom events. I usually scour those tickets because I'm like, what was it? I saw Raiders of the Lost because I was born after Raiders of the Lost Ark. So I never saw it in theaters.
Damn shit.
But I saw Raiders of the Lost Ark in theaters for the first time, and I already loved the film, but just seeing it on a screen that is so awesome. Like it was back in time, and I just felt really good afterwards. And they need to do more of these types of movies like that because people will come out. I know that theater wasn't necessarily packed, but there were still enough people there to really show that they wanted to see the movie. So there is a market for it.
If the strikes keep up, you will start seeing that.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
we're gonna have to.
Let's do another round of Lord of the Rings in the theater. I'm good.
Which is why I say, and as unpopular as this may sound, the studios have all the leverage.
Yeah,
right now
they do.
Yeah. We're at the 1 hour mark, so you know what that means. Commercial time.
Commercial break.
Sometimes dogs need more than just to be called a good boy. They need to know how we really feel. They need our boners. That's right. Only give your dog Boners brand dog biscuits. Dogs have been enjoying our boners for over 200 years, and if we can help it, they'll enjoy our boners for 200 more. With your help, they can. Boners brand dog biscuits.
Coming to Walmart. Coming to Walmart soon.
Yeah. Pet might fight you over that CEO title.
I took it over. He gave up.
He gave up. he just released a short the other day.
I know. I actually know. Sorry, he actually got some cancer awareness shirts. I actually love. Buying 2 of them.
I'll have to find that. We'll have to find that link to his store, and we'll show that one week. So I got Rivers here. I want to know what he thinks about this because he likes his Hollywood movies for sure. He's done some things about Hollywood hating heroes.
Oh yes,
What do you think about Wesley Snipes coming back as Blade in Deadpool 3?
Yeah, I've been looking at this today, and first off, if you haven't seen my videos, probably haven't. Blade to me is a fucking awesome character. Wesley Snipes was Blade.
Mm-hmm.
Blade is Wesley Snipes. I don't care who you try and bring into it later on. Marcella, whatever his name is, I can't pronounce his name, unfortunately. But he will never take over as Blade because Wesley Snipes was just a fucking boss when it came to it. However, I'm in mixed minds about him potentially coming back in Deadpool 3. Yes, it'd be great to see him do it again. I don't know. I'm like, I would like to see it if they do him properly, which I think Ryan Reynolds would.
How old is he now?
If I want to see a 65-year-old Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, I know, right?
But then I was looking at it as well, and people are saying, well, there's still beef between Ryan and Wesley Snipes. So that doesn't make any sense. It probably won't happen.
So Rivers, are you not excited to see Jennifer Garner's Elektra coming back?
Do you know what? I didn't mind that film when I watched it. If I watched it again now, I might hate it. But as a teenager watching it, it was a
eye candy,
hot Elektra running around just kicking shit out of people.
That might be the only Blade we get though, if you really think about it, because this one with Mahershala Ali is mired in production hell.
They don't even have a director, a writer. It's not going to come. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen.
They have gone through. They have gone through 2 writers and 2 directors.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they had him, say, in a bar full of mutants and all this other stuff, like the superhero sitting around, and Deadpool were to grab his sword and walk off, and it would throw its tines out and cut his hands off, and Blade walks over and picks it up, puts it down, and calls him a dumbass, and goes and sits down, I'd be fine with that.
Yes,
but Blade
that's the perfect use of a cameo. That's a perfect use of a multiverse cameo.
Wait, is
guess
that
they'll have
reach
to
over and
do it.
grab Blade's sword and it just fucking cuts his hand off?
They would have to CGI all of his fighting if
Uh-huh.
they go into a sort of a big battle. Because
Well, he's still in good shape, isn't he?
yeah, but I mean, he's not Blade
He's
shape,
down
is
like
he?
50 pounds, though, too.
Right.
Yeah,
He'd have
he
to like
looks a lot trimmer, doesn't he?
If they
Yeah,
paid him
bulk
enough,
up.
he would do it.
I-
I'm sure he needs the money. I mean,
The only way he'd get that big
trouble he's in.
on steroids.
Tax
You know,
evasion.
with the strikes and everything and the current state of the MCU, I just personally feel like that we're not going to see a lot of the things that are being announced at all.
No.
I don't think so either.
mean,
Isn't
Phase
isn't
6
Deadpool 3? Isn't 3 already like
It's done, isn't it?
like stopped
It's
because
been
of
written.
this?
No, I thought they stopped production on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I thought that,
Supposedly it was done in 6 weeks.
yeah.
Yeah, but
I saw something where
said
they had to
stopped
stop production. I'll,
Yeah.
I'll try and see if I can find
I
it.
thought it was done and they just couldn't add it.
May have just been principle was done. There's still like little shit they got to do because actors can't. Half of Ryan Reynolds shit's going to be red because he has the fucking Deadpool mask on, so he can't even go in and do that.
No.
So principle may be done.
And
Yes, sir,
Wolverine, his that costume. People are talking about the costume and everything. I think the reason why they gave him the full costume is so Hugh Jackman did not have to go steroid crazy nuts because he's in his mid-50s now. So he could still look big and have the padding of the outfit without having to go, the way when he's going like shirtless and everything when he was able to kill himself working out.
That's why even his arms are covered in the comics.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So we've got an account called Deadpool Updates that says production of Deadpool 3 is expected to be halted. I can't see where it said it was actually stopped. Oh, Hollywood handle stops. Deadpool 3 stops production. And then also apparently the Batman 2 has stopped production as well, if anyone even knew that was happening.
I didn't know that was filming.
Yeah, I think it was all
I know
in
it
pre-production, but it stopped. Yeah, 'cause
Now-
they can't even do costume fitments or anything.
My question is:
Yeah.
is Deadpool going to be released under Marvel Studios or Searchlight?
Ooh, good point.
If it's
If they're going to make it,
R-rated.
Yeah.
R, it needs to be on the Searchlight.
right.
And if they don't make it R, I'm actually wasn't that impressed with Deadpool 2. I was a huge Cable fan. My list probably goes Cable, Wolverine, Spider-Man. And they screwed up his backstory. I thought they had the perfect actor for it. Just the story was stupid. They went a little too whimsical with it. I didn't think it was. If Cable was involved, it should have been a little bit more harder. It should have been just as rough as the first one. And it should have started off with fucking Cable breaking Deadpool's jaw and putting him in a box and shipping him back to the guy that paid him. Because that's how you got to introduce Deadpool in the comics. He was a mercenary hired to kill Cable, and
Right.
Cable like broke his skull and knocked him out, put him in the box, stapled it shut, and mailed it back to Tolliver. So,
Didn't Touchstone or what was the old studio that used to do R-rated stuff for Disney?
Touchstone, Hollywood.
Buena Vista or something like that, or
yeah,
it was back in the old days. Used to do that kind of stuff.
yeah, because it can't be R-rated, and I don't think it'd be R-rated and be under the MCU banner unless Marvel's ready to actually make some fucking movies.
Yeah, it's not. They're not going to get that. It makes too much sense.
Yeah.
But speaking of the House of Mouse, they're getting ready to sell off about a third of their assets.
Yes, I have some stuff.
Yeah.
You probably have something newer than I do.
I think they actually pull the trigger on that. Like I could see them actually selling like FX and stuff.
FX,
ABC.
So FX. So FX, FXX, Nat. Let's see,
Nat Geo, Freestyle, or whatever, Freeform.
And see, they got all that stuff buying
DC.
20th Century Fox. They didn't want all of it. They just wanted the movie rights.
Yeah,
and they also they're also looking for a strategic partner to join for ESPN because they have to buy Hulu and they don't have it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
they
have it.
cough out a lot of money for that. And
And you're probably going to see, like you're getting, was it a Batman comic, Batman animated show on Amazon. Getting something DC on Amazon.
But that's not. But that's not associated with Gunn.
No, but it is still licensed by DC, which it is
Correct.
sold by Warner Brothers. So you may see like a Wolverine or Iron Man show come to Amazon Prime animated, licensed by Disney, but not in the universe.
Correct.
I look to see some more of that stuff. When the fuck does Rebel Moon come out?
When does Blue Beetle
December?
come out?
I thought it was December when Rebel Moon was going to come out.
Yeah, I'm interested to see that show.
I think Blue Beetle comes out in September too.
Yeah.
What does?
Blue Beetle?
I thought that was in the next few
it's
weeks.
already so
Yeah.
bad.
That thing's gonna crater.
Dude, they're saying that thing's gonna do like $15 to $17 million domestically opening weekend.
And everyone's making a big deal like, oh my god, this is such a. I'm like, and I'm over here like the Warner Brothers already knows this. They have this factored in. These are non-factors. The only reason only reason we are seeing these is because they had too many foreign the market contracts.
Fractured just had a
Already
stroke
locked in.
on us.
Yeah, Fracture's having a stroke.
You okay, Fractured?
Better.
Fell asleep.
Yeah, how
on his
many
keyboard.
normies even have heard of Blue Beetle?
Not a lot.
I mean,
If they would come out with
I would say I'm a normie in this regard, and I never heard of Blue Beetle.
Yeah, I've never heard of him either.
I've heard of him, but I never read or watched anything with him in it. I might have seen an animated show or something like that. He was in it.
The CGI looks so bad as well.
Yes.
If they would have come out with the second trailer before the first trailer, it might have had a chance.
Yeah.
And speaking of bad CGI, the Marvels second trailer looks god awful.
Awesome.
I can't
Awesome.
wait for
I'm
this.
sorry, I thought I heard awesome. You meant awesome, right?
No.
It's a triumph.
It's already going to be
CGI,
the best
sir.
film ever.
God, I paused it 3 times that I was watching. I'm like, is Captain Marvel real or is she like a digital artifact?
Mhm.
Right.
I think
Other
I think it was a
They had to use the
superhero
CGI to
boring
cover up her
movie.
feet.
The trifecta
That would have to.
of amazingness.
There's not enough computer power to CGI her feet.
Rivers, I know you're waiting for the Marvels to come out. I know you are. You probably already have the plot.
I've got to be honest. I'd never watched Miss Marvel. It wasn't made for
Okay,
me.
so
It'll be free on regular television.
So that show, because I have watched everything the Marvel that was on Disney Plus or anything. As far as a complete story, Miss Marvel is probably the best one of all of them.
You watch all those shows, Joker?
I have watched all of them.
Your
So
self-esteem must be shit. I'm sorry, sir.
My self-esteem is amazing, sir, because I can.
Mental states are another issue.
I know. Well, that's why I go to Arkham a lot.
So I watched a couple episodes of Miss Marvel. It was It wasn't great. It
was more of a kid's show.
Yes,
that's what I came across. It's like something not an adult wouldn't be interested in.
You remember
it was very childish.
Lab
The
Rats?
problem is Disney's
Stuff like
lost so many people now.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
used to watch everything, and since Phase 5, since 4 and 5, really, I've barely finished watching Quantumania. I haven't even watched Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh,
I've-
don't.
I haven't watched
I haven't
Secret
seen any of them.
Invasion. I haven't watched Miss Marvel.
I quit
I
watching
barely
all that.
finished Loki. Like,
Oh, that was.
that Werewolf by Night, I caught.
Forgot that even
10 minutes
happened.
of it.
It was
That was
okay.
the last thing I saw of theirs. And
I see something come on, and I'm just like, nah, I'm all right.
The best things that Marvel has done in the last 2 years have both been involving the Guardians of the
Yeah, that was the only one I really enjoyed. Guardians 3.
Yeah.
Got an emotional response out of me from CGI critters. Couldn't believe it.
And the holidays special.
I didn't like that.
It was okay.
I liked it.
Nah,
But
I thought it was a bit try too hard.
But what was that? Max, correct me if I'm wrong. But didn't culture say that this calendar year Disney is gonna probably lose like 1.3 billion at the box office?
I don't remember him saying in the billion,
I
but
think
they're it's like 800 or 900 million or something along those lines.
Yeah, that was
supposedly they're losing
that was-
$600,000 a day by the writers and actors being on strike.
Let's see, that was
right, saving money.
I say, keep striking, baby.
That's right.
That 900 mil. That was valued over the last eight
Yeah.
Disney films. Debater, thank you.
And then what was it? But also they're losing. What is it? How much they've already lost hundreds of millions of dollars due to Disney Plus too. So it's just like,
yeah.
Disney Plus loses about $1 billion per fiscal quarter.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I thought.
If it wasn't for
$4
Avatar,
billion.
they would be fucked.
Yeah, that's
They don't
already
get-
supposedly they're at the top of the box office feeding chain right now overall for the year, and that's only because
Market
of
share.
Avatar.
Market share.
Yeah.
not profit
Yeah.
margin by far.
Which
I don't think they get most of that movie for Avatar though. I think they just have the distribution rights.
Right, because Avatar, almost all of that goes to Lightstorm.
Yes.
No, fair enough.
It's Cameron's production company because he was a 20th Century Fox, and then they got bought. Disney got the distribution rights, but he's the one that's getting all the money,
Right.
Yeah.
not Disney. So, haha.
It's a nice gig if you can get it.
So the only
Yeah.
problem that goes along with this, let it burn, let it burn, let it burn. All of your major companies are going to be owned by China within 2 years if this happens. So then it will be state propaganda. Definitely.
Have fun with that.
Yeah.
It already is. The CIA's already all up in all of this shit.
Yeah. Fox News is contributing to the Satanic Church.
Yes.
Did a video on that yesterday. Go check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, go check out Static's video.
I'm
yeah,
looking at like the DC movies coming, and I'm like, no. Like Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing sounds interesting. You know,
Legacy.
Legacy sounds great. I mean, if it
all
was
hinges on that.
yeah, Batman Part 2,
And
Joker.
all James Gunn has to do is hit a 7 out of 10. That's all he has to do, and that thing will take off.
Aquaman, no.
Well,
You know,
the
it's just-
Aquaman's in a lot of trouble. I saw something about
Pulled over.
reshoots.
Yeah.
Ben
But
Affleck was
they've
pulled out.
reshot it for like 2 years.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Nobody's
Here we are.
going to go and watch that.
Do you
And
think it's going
looking
to be pushed back again then? Because if they can't do reshoots now, because of the
Why would you
strike.
go and watch it? It's got nothing to do with the new DC.
The
Right.
It's like
Yeah.
a
And
holdover.
the
from-
Blue Beetle. Didn't James Gunn say that he's the first character of the new DC?
Okay,
Mhm.
because he likes the kid, and we'll probably bring him in to play. It will probably bring him in to the Booster Gold series because
Or-
those two had a lot of adventures to get.
Yeah, and that's going to be animated. So
No,
If it's animated, to be different. If it's animated, to be good.
live
But
action.
It's not, but if it's going to be
Live
live
action.
action, it's going to be bad.
The only thing,
I mean, I'm not going to be like my friends. I think my friends went to go watch the Barbie movie. I know that my friend Heidi and all them did, but like I've mentioned Marvel to them, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we watched it on Disney Plus." But they're like, no one has any interest in going to the movie theater to go watch a Marvel movie at all, or a DC movie.
I'm just shocked you have friends.
the only thing that's
Don't make me. You have no idea how embarrassed you right now.
I told you not to share those pictures with anybody.
You still owe me money for that too. Of course, I know that bleaches their ass and their back hairs.
Okay. And Josh, you are right, but Das is right that the attendant cord blue beetle is the one that is more associated with the comics with the blue beetle. The market that exists now is more known to is more known for Jaime, just like when they're going to do the Lantern series. Most of the market knows Jon Stewart instead of Hal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They've confirmed the new Superman now, haven't they?
Yes, they have.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And Lois.
What do you guys think?
They look fine. They look fine.
Cast, good.
Looks good.
Casting choice.
Fine.
It's just if they bring in the Silver Age costume, and they get someone like Alan Silvestri to do the score.
Now, what do you think about them hiring all these other people? Hawk Girl.
Okay, that's weird.
Okay, so here's what what Gunn said was because there were superheroes before the arrival of Superman. Yes, this is true. I'm hoping that these will be used in mid and post credit cameo scenes to show their existence, because Gunn also said that this Superman film is going to do a lot of the Daily Planet dynamic between Lois and Clark. So there's in my mind there's not a lot of room in that story for all these other characters. So I'm hoping it is how he used the Guardians mid and post credit scenes. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, or else it's just going to be a mess because it's going to be another Flash movie with cameo, and
this first film cannot be a ensemble film. It has to be a Superman film.
Yeah.
They should have learned the lesson
with
from
all
what
the
they did.
superheroes getting killed and him having to come in and save the world too. I mean, that would be interesting.
Aren't they already saying it's going to be an ensemble film for the first Superman? Like, I thought there was rumors that they're going to have some other people in there.
Okay, so they've casted, was it the Metamorpho, Mr. Terrific, Hawk Girl, and who was the
Guy Gardner?
One? Yes.
Guy Gardner.
Oh yeah, Green Lantern.
Nathan Fillion is Guy Gardner. I don't think that's the right guy to
I'm
play
fine
Guy
with
Gardner.
it. I'm fine with it. But again, these heroes existed before the appearance of Superman. I'm fine with that because that is technically true. I just how they are used. If they are going to be like a team up, then no. Then this film is.
Oh God, no! I hope not.
But this film, this film needs to be a Superman film. I would like it. To because there is a animated film that is in this time frame. Superman, Man of Two, the tomorrow, where they introduce Lex and the two bad guys that Superman goes up against is Parasite, Lobo.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. I forgot about Lobo. I remember Parasite.
Is it Lobo? Jason Momoa?
Mm-hmm. Perfect. That is the role he should have always been cast for. Lobo, not Aquaman, because he is Lobo.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I mean, he's just a little tan.
Well, a little tan. Yes, he's got a tan on him. But,
well, he's got the white face if he's going to be Lobo because he's,
Yeah. That's okay, though.
Right.
Yeah, you can't go the other way. Can't go
That's
the other
right.
way.
That's right. You can darken down a white guy for anything. So.
Because what was it? Because there was some fan art with a rumor of there was a rumor of Jason being cast for the Crow, and there was some fan art. Just take his face and to make it white, boom, Lobo.
Be interesting. Something else popped up. It's in the world of animation, but it's very good stuff. It's kind of superhero worldy. They're taking fucking Venture Brothers off HBO Max.
Yeah, I saw when you showed that to me. Like,
Never
why?
watched it.
The movie just came out.
Yeah, like literally the other day.
Yeah, it came out Friday. And now they're announcing that they're going to take the entire series. If you've never seen this Joker, you should really watch this.
How did they say when it's coming down?
It's be leaving Max on August 12th.
Fuck.
Wow.
That's not enough time.
No, I got a lot of copying to do.
Yeah, right.
But yeah,
I have time at work, and I have lots of hours at work. So
yeah, this series is always the first season is kind of slow. It's kind of like a knocked off, crazy, psychotic Johnny Quest, or Johnny Quest as an adult, and but yeah, this is like you ever watch Nerdrotic talk about this? Like he's batshit over this. I've always loved this show. I still haven't watched the movie. I need to do that. This is probably the best thing that came out of Adult Swim.
I agree. And this has been going on for like what, 20 years?
It's been a long time.
7 seasons because they would like do, a season that'd be like 3 years before you got the next one, and one of those deals where
it has Ward Burton as Brock Sampson, the Tick, the guy that plays the Tick. This is probably Archer would be second to this, maybe. This is that upsets me that they're taking that down. Like, is it not getting watched? Is it what's going on here?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Because that will definitely make Nerdrotic upset.
Well, I mean, there was a lot of hype behind that movie.
Yeah, because it's the final. This is their final thing they're doing.
Yeah, but I don't understand why they would take it to the cocoon.
That's right.
That's the greatest thing. The bad guy's a monarch butterfly. Like, what is a monarch butterfly gonna do? Then you have like the whole thing with that guy's in the picture, that henchman number 1, where he's got like the Wolverine claws running around for like a couple episodes.
Girl Hitler.
Yeah, Girl Hitler. And Hitler was a dog. There's all kinds of shit. The Scooby-Doo parody.
Oh, that was the best one.
Yeah.
It's all the serial killers or the Scooby-Doo gang.
Yeah. He's like, you can't hear him talking. He won't talk in front of you. What's wrong with you? And the dog's like, he must perform the devil's work.
You're the chosen one from Michael.
Yeah. Such a good show. Oh, damn. What do we got over here? I just don't see Hollywood getting anywhere.
I think maybe because they're just not getting the viewership. They got to get they don't want to pay the residuals. They got to clear up space for some stuff that's going to be watched. The
last thing they want to do is jump those streaming numbers. That's the last thing they want to do.
Yeah. Don't they know, though? I thought I heard somewhere that the Writers Guild actually knew the numbers.
I wouldn't be surprised if they actually know.
I think some of them, they probably do. I mean, it just seems to be the case. And maybe that's why they are pushing it so much, because at this point they're not getting the money that they should be getting. They're not, the ad revenue dollars aren't there, so they're not getting that. And we saw, was it recently, that one, it was the writer of the She-Hulk show. They only get the only residuals that person got was like $300.
Yeah, $375 residual.
Yeah, she got too much. She got too much.
$375 too much.
I mean, yeah.
But I wonder if they know all this, which is why the big push is going to be a UBI, Universal Basic Income. I feel like it's a smokescreen for them. Now status coming in. Here he goes. It's gonna be a smokescreen.
He brought in the smoke too. Did you see that too?
Yeah,
he's like whoosh.
It's just a cover for, like, we know this money's not there, so we need to be given a stipend every week. This is our universal basic income, as opposed to just like doing what everyone else does. Of sometimes having 2 jobs, you got to do it sometimes.
And I hear UPS is gearing up to strike if that hasn't already started.
Yeah,
Yeah.
May affect your copies of Ripaverse because that's who they use.
Oh, hey, it's we have high inflation going on and a
we
high,
don't. I heard-
struggling high inflation going on, and so everybody's striking for this universal basic income. That all the planets are aligning, aren't they?
I heard
It hasn't
everything.
been
I heard
said yet,
economics is great. What are you talking about?
Oh,
I
it's
just-
been-
Joe-
Best economic
This
curve
is-
ever, Jack.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have
so many jobs. So many jobs.
so many jobs, so many jobs.
So I talked
So
to
many
UPS,
children to bite and sniff.
Sorry,
talked
not
to
to
UPS
bring politics in this. I'm sorry.
Binders full of jobs.
I talked to the UPS guy
Full of jobs.
at our work, and he said that all the people that left or that got fired over the COOF and all that stuff, they've never hired anybody back. They're working these guys like 12, 14 hours a day, mandatory
Dude, I
overtime.
see them coming down like on Sundays now. Like I know they've been doing that.
They're still behind.
They're still behind. Yeah, it's like they're. I see several trucks coming down my street.
And the House just voted down to hire back all the military people that were let go because of the vaccine, just like
Yep.
Thursday
Yeah.
or Wednesday.
Yeah.
And the pilots too.
Yep.
Yeah, all that.
Why did the House do that?
Everything's okay here. Don't
Hey,
mind me.
it's burning behind us, but we're doing fine, right?
Perfect. It's,
Mostly peaceful. Mostly peaceful.
That's right.
Except in a small town.
Well, again, that's just, don't go
I don't
there.
even want to go there on that fucking shit ass song.
I know this song's terrible.
That's been out since May. That's the worst part. It's been out since May.
And they're suddenly getting upset over it. It's like,
Yeah,
all right.
it's like Static. I'm sure you notice when they play that rock riff, it's like half a riff. It's not even a full fucking riff. You get like halfway through it and just stop.
That's kind of typical like country over the last, I don't know, 10, 15 years.
Country music sucks. It
Yeah.
always has.
Today's country is not country anymore. I already said
No,
that.
it's not.
Yeah.
It's
Garth,
just-
Garth is not helping anything right now. Garth,
Oh,
Brooks-
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
dude, the Garth and I got that. But where him
I've
and
got it if
fucking
you want it.
Trisha Yearwood. Yeah, put that up. Or him and Trisha Yearwood.
Oh, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
You're welcome to open it here. What are they gonna do?
that's-
Demonetize me?
Then someone needs to give Tyler shit because on the Monday show that he did for the Game of Thrones show, he was wearing a Garth Brooks hat.
It's too easy to give Tyler shit.
Okay.
That's like giving Shadow
Who cares?
shit.
Let's just be true. The only guy we really care about is Chris Gaines. Okay, that's the most
Who?
important. Chris
Who?
Gaines.
The swimmer?
You don't know who Chris Gaines is?
Look at his
It's Garth's
It's country. It's country.
It's
music.
Garth's
It sucks.
alternative
I
ego.
remember
Oh,
he was
What?
Australian saying, yeah,
Jesus Christ.
It's Garth Brooks'
Oh,
alter
that's right.
ego.
Yeah, he released an album beneath that name or something like that.
Yeah, he like grew his hair out long. It got blonde,
It went all
and
emo.
and it's like a quasi rock album. Chris Gaines.
Yeah.
So weird.
So you're getting too big, you go crazy, like stuff like that.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's this
I
whole
don't even
emo
think
look.
they have. I don't even think they have country music over in England, do they, Rivers?
It's not that popular. I mean,
It's a countryside
Yeah.
music since it's the English countryside.
just the sound of sheep getting shagged by rams.
Don't go to Canada.
Woo!
Yeah, just bring a jar of peanut butter when you go.
Yeah, no, it's not big over here.
Yeah, I didn't
Bags?
think it was. They
Okay,
try to push it like pop music. Everybody went
Yeah.
pop trying to make that money.
You won't
It's
see
just not.
anyone line dancing on a Friday night, that's for sure.
So Mags, so Mags just mentioned Snow White, which damn
Oh.
you straight.
Yeah.
damn
Yeah,
Mags.
I saw that.
So, which is weird because the Barbie, written and directed by Greta, for Netflix, Greta doing Narnia. Greta is also a writer for Snow White.
Oh, I mean,
Where
we
she's
shouldn't be
not searching
surprised.
for her dream love, she's looking how to lead her country.
She don't need no man, no
Yeah.
prince.
Oh, by the way, the ugly stepmother is hotter than she is.
I saw that
Right.
picture,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Jeez. I don't know what she's got to worry about from Snow White.
Now, Now, proper casting, they're
Next up.
supposedly casting Gal Gadot as Cleopatra.
That
Are
was
they
a long
still
time
are
ago.
they still going on with that movie?
I heard that's so happening.
Mark, that's
Without
whitewashing
Patty
Cleopatra, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's true.
I think she is of the correct pigment to play that role, just not from the correct place.
Oh, I don't think that's not what I understood.
She's
That's
at
what I
least
understood.
she's at least closer. Well, according to her, origin, she's at least closer to Egypt than some other people are. So
Travis Thumb pick's pretty good. Kenzo's over there in your fellow country, Rivers. He's part of the
Oh, is
Legion of
he?
Memers.
Of course, the British contingent here can talk about the casting of Anne Boleyn on that Netflix show, where she was.
I never had the pleasure of watching it. I did see.
No one did.
Preview of it.
Which she is the Yas from Acolyte.
Oh, for
that's
God's
right.
sakes, that's right.
Dude, so this dumbass works next to me tried to tell me that the population of England in the 1960s was 70% black people.
What?
I'm like, what?
When? In the 60s?
Yes. He
When
also
did-
said
when
that
did-
the United
Huh.
States is 80% black.
When was the genocide?
God,
On
please
the
don't
end of
do
the
it.
state.
So what
He's
is
never
that-
left the state of Florida.
Math
what
is
is-
tough.
So what is 1960s England have to do with Anne
Because we were
Boleyn
talking
era
about
England
Harry
where there
Potter.
weren't people there? Oh
Well, we
my
were talking about Harry Potter because he's like, there's no black people. And I'm like, the time it was said, he's like, well, in the
Harry-
60s, they were like 80% black.
No, they weren't.
Like, stop listening to Eminem, dude.
Okay, it's London, not Detroit.
Yeah.
Does anyone remember
Oh,
there was
no.
something on Twitter where someone posted something about like it was a guy said that 30% of black people are killed in this nation by police every year. 30% of the black population is killed by police every year.
It's over within 3 years.
Well, I
it's-
mean, it would
yeah.
be
And that was a pushback. And then eventually goes, well, will you give me 15% are killed?
Who negotiates percentages? What the
It's people being poisoned by the liberal leftist mind bug.
It's the media. It's being poisoned by the media. It's everything on TV has a fucking agenda, and it's just to make you think and feel a certain way, and it's working.
Yeah.
Ignore facts.
Well, like I said, I live in Central Florida. There was a hurricane going up the East Coast. My buddy calls me. He goes, "Oh, you guys doing okay?" I said, "What are you talking about?" He's like,
"Yeah,
I heard your area is completely underwater." I'm like, "Dude, it hasn't rained here in 2 days. It's over on the East Coast. It's up by Jacksonville right now."
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Don't
okay.
believe
There'll still be
everything you read
lawsuits
in
on our
Twitter,
side.
I think is the lesson to be learned.
Well, and that's why
you,
it's
just,
good.
you can
to
see
have-
anything come on from London, or London's like this massive crime shithole, and you're like, it's not. I go in there once or twice a week, and I don't get fucking stabbed or shot or fucking beaten or raped, and I don't think anyone else in the near vicinity is getting that either. So it's just like, Christ. When I went to the cinema, on Friday, I was driving up and over a bridge, and there was four police pinning some woman down who she's obviously done something wrong. But it's not like, you see that's probably the one thing I've seen with police in the last week and a half in all my travels. It's not the hellhole everyone thinks.
No, I played it.
Wait, we shouldn't believe the media, Rivers? What?
Yeah, man.
Well, now I'm
You know
altering
they
my
got it right.
Now I'm altering my trip to Scotland. I may stay in London a day or two.
Oh yeah, you'll definitely get headbutted when you go there.
But yeah, I used to play with
The
a
ginger
guy.
army will have you over.
Yeah. I used to play D1 with a guy, and he went to London every day. He worked in a bank place. He did IT or whatever. He worked in a bank. But he went to London every day, and he's like, oh, man, it's great. He's like, don't walk down the streets with the yellow sign, and if you're leaving the pub at like 3 a.m. in the morning, watch where you're going. He said that's the only problems he's ever had there.
Yeah, no, it's all right most of the time. There's some areas you don't walk. You don't
Well,
go
it's like that in
into.
America, too.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the same with everywhere. But I say that, like, that I always, when I grew up, my mate had his nan lived in Tottenham, and her house boarded onto an estate there, and that is an estate that not even the police would go into. And the few times they have gone in, I think the army went in with them. You get the odd place like that, but it's not as bad as everyone makes out.
No. Yeah, I think the media. I said the other day, was it Har Amarada posted something? It was Alon Omar talking about the hottest temperatures or whatever, and he got checked by Community Notes. And I said, I think the politician in the news fact checks less than we do, and dare I say they're spreading misinformation. Because normally, like anything I talk about in here, I try to find it in multiple locations and go from there. And I just pick certain people to go with for the interview. Variety's actually.
I love Kenzo's comment there. He's lying. It's a shithole. Kenzo, you're not wrong. There's definitely some shithole places around there.
Well, there's shithole places everywhere you go.
An expensive shithole.
Yeah.
I saw there was an ad. I was on the tube.
Oh, California.
Yeah, I was on the tube a couple of
Los
weeks ago,
Angeles.
and there was a big advert on the side, and it was for new apartments going up in somewhere like Wimbledon, something like that. And they were 1 bed to 4 bed apartments, so flats. And it was going, you can get yours from just £1 million upwards.
Gosh.
Yeah,
I should be
that's
glad
how
that
fucking silly it
townhouses are
is.
building down. The apartments are building down for me start at $3,000 a month for a 2-bedroom.
2 bedrooms,
down-
3,000. Whoa.
I'll tell you another
They
one.
literally put 1 million houses right here where I live at.
There is.
I'll tell you this other one before I go because I've got to shoot. But I used to be a plumber, pipe fitter, many years ago, and I had to work on. I worked on a hotel called the Knightsbridge Hotel, and it was next to a block of flats going up called One Hyde Park, and it was like Hyde. It was because it was one, and it was on Hyde Park that overlooked Hyde Park. It was just this massively prestigious block of flats.
It sounds familiar.
And they went from like 1 bed flats up to the penthouse. And when they'd finished it, the 1 bed flats were worth, I think, 5 million. And the penthouses were about 90 million because they were all bulletproof, stuff like that. And it was like a 5-year build. And they said, what will happen is when they finish this build and the people who buy the penthouses go into it, they'll strip it and they'll pull everything out of it and then they'll redo it again and probably spend another 20 million on it. They said that is because it's 5-year-old tech and they don't want it.
Wow.
And you drive past there now, you'll barely see any lights on because no one lives there. They're just penthouses for when, I guess,
People
big
park the money
oligarch
there.
Russians come over or something like that. I think it was only like something silly like 10% of UK people actually bought one of those. The rest
Hyde
was
Park sounds
outside
really
of our
familiar.
country. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mental.
All that money, park their money in Great Britain by buying real estate. They don't use it, and then
Oh, you go into some of in the central London, you can go into the car parks, the NCP car parks, and you'll see Rolls Royces that have got years of dirt on them, like just a layer of dust that's just built up over time. They haven't moved for 2 or 3 years. They've probably been fucking forgotten about. It's like the money floating around there is ridiculous.
Wow.
Oh, Kenzo grew up in Luton. Sorry, mate.
Sorry, mate. All right, so I know you got to get out of here. What do you got going on, Rivers?
Yeah, first off, great to meet you all, guys. Mags, Joker, I've met you before, but it's lovely to see you again. Brad, good to meet you. Acid, Blair, Static, always a pleasure. Wookie, obviously, love you, man. I've got, basically, I'm trying to get Mission Impossible review finished, and I've got to try and jump on Oppenheimer and get these 2 out. So they're the things up and coming for me at the minute. And then, get myself ready for the Marvels, I think.
If there's something you want to come on, something going on, you want to come on and talk, man, just give me a heads up. You're always welcome to come in here.
Yeah, no worries, man. That's really appreciated. And nice to see everyone in the chat as well. So it's a great little community building here. It's really nice to see.
So put this in here real quick.
I'll catch you guys all soon. You take care of yourselves.
Take care, Rivers.
Hey, Rivers.
Nice meeting you.
And go to Scotland, Brad. It's not that bad, really. Feed them whiskey; they'll love you.
Feed the
See you later.
Later, man. I put his link in the chat there. He's got some really good stuff. Go check it out. I like his take on things. Let's see. You got that thing on Garth Brooks, Static?
I sent it to you.
Oh, did you? Can you do me a favor and throw it up there? I got to step away for a second.
fine.
Be right back.
And dinner.
Hold on.
Should I go do 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 do?
That's right.
We've got America's couple right here.
Uh-huh. Oh gosh, Garth Brooks. Look. Blech.
Why is it not playing?
I thought. Wait. America's couple. I thought you were. I thought you were referred to Mags and me.
Joker.
I thought it was Harry and Meghan Markle.
No.
Oh no.
Oh,
Why is this not playing? I fucking hate Twitter sometimes. Like, the video works just fine, but as soon as I
Max
go to
does
put it on
too.
yeah. As soon as I go to put it on fucking StreamYards.
Well, not only that, but do you know that that Twitter is no longer to be called Twitter? It's going to be a new logo now.
Yeah,
X.
Yeah,
What?
I saw it today.
I think that's a mistake, but that's just me. And look at Brad. He's like, what? Okay.
You know what? Maybe. Hold on.
Acid.
Maybe it just wants me to share.
Hours later.
Maybe it wants to share. Maybe it wants me to share this one instead.
Oh, God,
Do you know
Jacob.
which one?
No, I don't know what I'm doing. I just guess.
That's why on my profiles, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing half the time.
Yeah.
You're modern.
Oh,
head
this
on stage. What do you mean by that?
Oh,
I
that's
just
the
mean
rock.
that it's no longer
yeah, I had that.
1937, and we absolutely.
Hold on.
Well, hold on. Just,
this is Snow White and the evil, ugly queen.
Yeah, this is the Snow White thing because Twitter didn't want me to play Garth Brooks apparently because we have to support Ukraine.
Oh, okay.
Twitter has taste.
So we're gonna go Snow White here and listen to her first response. This is so good.
Yeah, it really
I mean
is.
that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be, and the leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless, fair, brave, and true. And so it's just a really incredible story for, I think, young people everywhere to see themselves in.
Snow White is.
I'm launching my campaign.
We already have a story like that. It's played by the woman next to her.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Wasn't Snow White and the Huntsman that way, where she was?
I know Green Rocks.
Yeah.
What's up, Green Rocks?
I don't know. This just.
Then
They find every old Disney movie and they're like, we're just gonna change it all.
So apparently, Walt Disney is problematic. Then is that
Yeah.
basically what their commentary is?
Yeah.
That everything that he's made is problematic. Got it. So that means the Grimm fairy tales, even though they're not the same in a way, the Grimm fairy tales are kind of problematic. Okay, we're gonna go down this road. All right.
So Razor Fist. So Razor Fist in the last month has a great rant called "More Walt, Less Disney."
Mm-hmm.
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 It is incredible. It is that good. It is amazing. As a matter of
What's
fact,
going to happen? What's going to happen when they finally thaw out Walt? What's he going to think?
it's just, it's just his
Oh, it's
head,
only
and
that- I've seen Futurama.
Well, and it's kept with the ice cream sandwiches. So I'm just saying.
Oh God, Biden could get in there. That's not a good idea.
Well, it's interesting that it's like they're doing a Snow White movie in which they're completely changing the whole premise of Snow White.
Yes.
And the seven
So how
magical beings.
Yeah.
So how is it's actually the seven Portland Rees or whatever. It's funny that it's like, okay, so this is not Snow White then. This is completely an utterly different story, and maybe you need to put a different title on there.
Instead of Snow White, it should be light mauve.
Wow.
Well, she got her name because her skin was white as snow.
Well, and people don't understand this. So because people are so culturally and historically stunted on some of the stuff. with white skin back in the day, that meant royalty. You had wealth, and you weren't working in like your servants or what have you were working for you. So if a woman was white, that means like really white skinned and everything. That was a form of beauty back in the day. It wasn't because of the skin of their color. It was just the more white and porcelain looking you were, not because you were sick or anything.
Racist.
The more it looked
think
like
we need to cancel
you
that.
had royalty and wealth. So
Yeah, because you didn't go outside and work.
exactly. So
Yeah.
it's just like this whole concept is
that's
God.
what I
There's
don't
no-
outside of work.
And actually, heavy
Definitely
set
now.
women were looked upon too because that was a sign of wealth.
Yes. So
You couldn't be heavy if you were poor.
Because you can't have food. Exactly.
And to be quite honest, this is a surface level part of their racism, is that they're like, oh well, skin color, we gotta race swap everybody. And it's like, do you not understand the concept of what Snow White is? Her last name isn't White.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
they're so
Bottle's
culturally-
exactly correct. There's
they're so
aristocratically
culturally-
pale.
They're so culturally and intellectually stunted that they just can't think beyond that. It's just they're so
19th century Germany.
And if it doesn't come across this, they don't know what to think.
Oh, they don't teach critical thinking anymore. That's
Or-
the problem.
or-
It's easier
or-
just to be fed something.
Yep. Yeah. They're so surface level, for real, surface level. They can't think beyond the skin.
Yeah.
It's so annoying. I thought oh gosh. Anyway.
Hey, Wookie,
She's
can you
turning
play
red,
the guard?
folks. She's turning red. Oh, it's her camera.
Oh,
That's my
yeah. Sunlight.
Getting really angry now. Oh no.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Yeah.
Can you play the Garth video now? Or is it still not playing?
I could try. Let me refresh.
You have to remember too. His bar got delayed in opening because he ran his mouth about Bud Light and all his investors backed out.
Why don't you just not say anything and let people decide what they want to drink?
Yeah, well, and if you're Garth Brooks, do it on your fucking own.
Yeah. Open it. Yeah, we got Bud Light. If you don't want to drink it, fine.
That's all it has to be.
Yeah. Everybody's got to make
I got
a
it
big
here.
choice.
Thank you, Jacob.
Easier to divide than it is. It just every time I see it, everybody likes to be divided. They like to divide us all into little groups. That way, it's easier to
control.
That's what I hate about this. It's like I don't, I may have certain tendencies in my belief systems and everything else by basically how I've been raised and everything else, but don't put me in a freaking box. Like, I can think for myself. It's like, stop. I don't put a label on me either. It's like, anyway, go ahead.
We stand with Ukraine, especially the refugees. There's a global initiative, and of course, supplies and aid is already spread thin. And this is where you come in. We need your help. We need you to donate.
Yeah, I mean, we always ask for love and prayers. Please keep doing that.
What's with the music?
This disingenuous fucking shithead. Look at his face when he does that.
Yeah, I know.
Love and prayers.
So
Please keep
gross.
doing that. We're
Much you
also
love and
asking
prayers.
you to dig in your pockets. Be part of the greatest global relief plan mankind has ever seen.
Sounds like
Everybody
pretty evangelist.
deserves
whales?
safety. Everybody deserves a roof over
It
their
sounds
head.
like there's hump whales going on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They always put that music in there. Crap.
I think it's an edit. Yeah.
I mean, is this the what is it, Star Trek 4 or something? The Return Home?
Yeah.
Voyage home, yeah.
Yeah, I like
Every
that
whale
movie.
is here.
There to be whales. Hello, computer.
It sounds just like TV evangelists. Our prayers are great, but to help us, we need your money. We need your
Don't
money.
get them much faster. with-
Money's going to take care of everything.
Just send your cash.
The Kraken. Crimea
Also,
Guard.
buy these indulgences.
I'm the Kraken.
Fill out your credit card information right here for us, and we'll take care of the rest.
If I don't do this, I won't be getting lucky tonight.
Yeah,
Will.
yeah. And so Garth Brooks, please blink twice and to tell us that you need help.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like
Trish
an
is
awesome
let
video.
herself
Kenzo, that
go
is
here.
true.
She's looking a little Christy Alley like.
It's
Well,
so weird
it's-
because
Yes.
She's got a cooking show.
Was it in the '90s? Like he was like the biggest concert guy you to go to.
Yeah.
I mean, like he was like selling stadiums.
Yeah.
You know, and now he's just like, no one even wants to listen to him anymore. I mean,
I've seen him live on the, Stand Outside the Fire tour. He's a hell of a showman. So much come up through the center of grand piano and shit, flew through the air.
Yeah, I mean, he made concerts unbelievable. He changed, country music at that time.
Yeah.
But it's just, to me, yeah, he did. He really he changed, from the old country to this evolution, with several others. He
all the fire
changed.
and all the.
Well, I mean, his concerts were out there. I mean, because you remember going to rock concerts like Aerosmith and all of them. They were huge. I mean, like they were just, doing all kinds of pyros and stuff. And he was doing that. And he was like, if you ever seen some of his videos, he just completely, the crowds were going crazy. And
he was a big Kiss fan too.
Yeah, huge Kiss
brought
fan.
A lot of that to his shows, the big fire and the production.
Exactly.
And
huge production. And
that's how I got Trisha Yearwood. He showed her his 9-inch tongue.
He left his wife for her, didn't he?
Yes. Yeah. So, yeah. He's talking about prayers and hope, and you cheated on your fucking wife for ugly ass Trisha Yearwood.
Yeah.
Ketso says he's got friends in low places.
He does.
No,
that's great.
Did his bar like there's so many rumors about his bar. I don't know if it was all true. Like, like the investors pulled out.
Yes,
I don't know if it was true.
They did pull out of his
because
bar.
they said they weren't, it was just a rumor. I didn't know if it was a rumor.
No, they did not want to be involved in anything political.
So my question with this though, so they're asking and begging for other people to donate their money. But aren't they rich enough to be able to donate their own damn money?
Yeah, why would I send my own money when I can get your money and do it
true.
and put it in my name and get a tax write-off for it?
But I gotta pray.
My foundation.
Pray here and really show fake emotion. Oh my goodness.
You have to remember, Trisha Yearwood did a cooking show with Hillary Clinton on Food Network.
Oh God, that's it. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm surprised she hasn't been offed yet.
She hasn't offed herself, you mean?
Well, she's obviously
Hillary Clinton.
She's
Hillary?
going to bat for the team.
Yeah, she's
she's
the 56 friends. 56.
I know. I was like, I work in behavioral health. I've never seen that many people die, and
Acid's like, there's something going on here.
I'm sorry, Static.
Do this
Go ahead,
so I can
Static.
offset Mags.
I was going to say, Wookiee's looking a little blue.
Even with my yellow lights on, I look blue next to her.
Yeah.
Been in one of those little toilet things,
Orange? Should I?
No, you don't look nearly as orange as you were earlier.
No, I look ghostly.
You look good.
But yeah, this
So
is
old.
just them advertising for Hillary Clinton's laundromat.
Hillary Clinton.
Yes.
Hillary Clinton.
Yes.
Hillary's in some creepy, weird, sick stuff, man. I keep hearing that. I have to listen to that Alex Jones song once a day.
Oh, God.
I'm not downing country music, but country music right now is absolutely in a bad place, and this is not helping at all. I mean, at all.
No,
I'm down for some like Charlie Pride, Waylon Jennings, even early Travis Tritt, stuff like that. Alan Jackson. I'm down for that. but not
These
this
new
modern
girls
shit.
that are singing is just absolutely rancid. It's like a rap song now. It just makes no sense. And the old country right here, like him, is absolutely just trashing everything.
What they call it, hick hop. Is what they call
Hurting
it.
us rednecks, man. It's hurting
Think
us
about it.
rednecks.
Country music has devolved to the point that a band named You Are Pretty made a fake band called Dixon Dallas talking about having gay sex, and it's charting in the country music billboards because people don't understand it.
Is this better, you guys? Is this not?
You're good. You're good.
Oh yeah, way better. Yeah.
Okay.
I think my lights are screwing up or something. I'm looking really light.
It's probably the sun and the daylight that's causing these weird colorations, but
Yeah, I try to
I don't
avoid
know
that.
where else to put this right now. So it is what it is.
Yeah, right.
What is it?
Dolly
sold out because of Miley. Dolly still does a lot of good stuff. Dolly's got the book funds and all that stuff for kids. I think Dolly's one of those people that has always given back.
Dollywood's great.
Green's just sitting there waiting for us to somebody to act stupid so we can clip it.
Pretty much.
Go Joker! It's your birthday.
Actually, it was your birthday.
It was yours. I think it was yours.
Oh, who's that?
Is it Jed? I gotta scroll down.
Why'd you take him out?
Oh, what the hell?
Hey, no green rocks.
Hey, I was told to wait here for somebody to do something stupid, so I figured I'd join.
How's it going, man?
I'm good, man. I was just doing some housework, saw you guys were on, and saw this freaking amazing panel we got here.
I know, thank you.
Dude.
This
Except
is
for Joker. He's not providing me drinks right now, so.
Come to Vegas.
One of these days, I'll get to Vegas for those drinks. Joker.
Oh yeah, dude! I was seeing all those pictures. I was like, "That's the best damn bartender I've ever seen, man."
I'm the okayest.
Okay, humility suits you, my friend.
Oh, I know. I am so humble.
It's better to overperform and underpromise.
Hey,
You're right.
I've always said,
Says every single one of my ex-girlfriends.
Jeez. Oh.
I'm not gonna top that one. So go. Just take that one.
You see, I come in and I destroy the whole show. I apologize.
Oh, you're good, man. You're good.
That's great.
So what's been going on, everybody? I haven't seen all of you in such a long time, and I do apologize for that.
It has been a while.
Yeah. No, we've just been hanging out, man.
Talking about Barbie. We've talked way more about Barbie
Going to be than Oppenheimer.
It's got me wondering.
Well, I think it's because
apparently it's fantastic and it's making so much money this weekend. I think it's because every single one of you go to the theater to fucking review it.
Well, there's that too.
Yeah.
Hey, some of us have captains in our back pocket. Well, and I think because it's kind of hard to you can break down a bad movie for hours. You go watch a good movie, you're like, yeah, it was good. This is exceptional. This is exceptional. This is exceptional. Let's move on. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
But the real question is, did you guys watch the 40 almost hour long review by Ben Shapiro on Twitter?
Oh God.
He's got a 44-minute review on Barbie.
God.
But so
the way he
technically
talks
it's
is
3
speed.
hours
Oh my
long.
God.
You gotta slow down the speed by 0.5 to listen to him.
That'll make it a 2-hour review with Ben Shapiro. Jesus.
Yeah.
I would trust a review from Brett Cooper more than I would Ben.
So before I got on here, I always watch Afternoon Tea. Mahler hopped on there. He's doing another 5-hour video.
Dear God,
Did he
that
say
guy-
what?
That guy's incredible.
Quantumania.
God.
So when is Mahler gonna have any of these videos out? I love the man. I love the man because I've actually he was kind of my gateway to everybody. Like he introduced me to through his EFAPs. He introduced me to like Nerdrotic, Jeremy, from Geeks and Gamers, everybody, and then from there trickled everything down. So I owe Mahler, like he's my, I owe him everything. So it's like, I wouldn't have met you lovely people, but it's like, I'm like, bro, when do you get your stuff out? Because I can't wait to see it because I watch it and it's like, oh, it's over now. It's like I have to wait another 3 years for this.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God. Kenzo's in the chat talking about Wheel and Walker. Oh my Lord. I don't think I can put that up on the screen. Oh, that's as bad as Ariel. We haven't seen her lately. She didn't show up Thursday. I didn't see her Friday either, was she?
No, but she was there Friday at the beginning.
Oh, yeah. But yeah. Oh, damn, well, I lost my train of thought with fucking Kenzo's message there.
Hail Kenzo. Legion of Memers representing, man.
We got to get him on one weekend too, and he's a cool guy to hang out
Mahler?
with. No, Kenzo. But yeah,
Okay.
so he showed like a 35-minute segment of this video that he's editing, and it's that tall.
Oh,
I'm like, I edited a video, it's 3 lines. I'm like, how do you do that? How does that work?
It was painful sitting there looking at that screen. How many hours do you think are put into that video?
Oh, hours upon hours upon hours. And I'm looking at
Like,
it, I'm like,
how much
okay, when
sleep-
I spend 2 days editing a video, it's fucking a basic cut for him.
Well, and it's for Mahler, like this is his job. But if you go to like his Patreon, he gets, I mean, people support him. So
Oh, yeah.
this is it. But see, he is so good with his words. He knows how to write a script, and he knows how to be able to speak that script into existence. And it's amazing how he does it. And it's so
I'm jealous.
it's so eloquent. And I'm like, I can
I'm
listen to your
jealous.
voice all day long.
You know, I actually saw I saw one of his videos the other day, and I was thinking to myself, this is a great guy to learn from. So just watch and learn and pick up what you like. And if you can't do it, you can't do it. But you know, practice will get you there. I
Yeah,
mean,
I think most-
I never listen to my own streams because the sound of my own voice is like nails in a chalkboard for me. But
It was like that for the first year on Twitch. Now it's got.
well, I'm not a Twitch thought Wookie. Next time you might want to hop in the pool.
Wow.
It's right on the other side of this wall is a hot tub. You're welcome to join.
There you go.
So you're saying that for Friday night then, huh?
Yeah, I'll have to change the filters after all that hair.
God.
Yeah, hairy ape.
Oh my
Oh, but yeah, I mean, everything I've learned that I do on here, I've learned from YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube is such a great thing. I think most of us have learned like basic editing, a little bit of advanced editing, thumbnails, stuff like that. I think we've learned it all on YouTube.
Oh, I am absolute dog shit at thumbnails, which is why I appreciate everybody in the Legion. That's the thing. You got to find your little community where like they'll cover your weaknesses, you cover theirs. And it'll definitely help out. I'm horrible at thumbnails. I can make memes for days, but thumbnails is my weak spot.
I made one the other day. I look at it now and it blows my mind. And I'm like, how did I make that? It took 5 minutes. I was like, I need to drink more coffee when doing thumbnails.
Well, I think too, some of it I found like some thumbnails, you know, I've been trying to up my thumbnail game, and some thumbnails are fun to do and easy to do, especially when you find the right pictures or you find the right movie poster to put on your thumbnail and what have you. And then others can be super frustrating in terms of what is the vision you're looking for the thumbnail, and it's like you're not finding it as far as an image search is concerned, and then you move things around, you flip it, you do something funky with it, and it still doesn't work, and it's always frustrating in that regard.
And like, for your guys' thumbnails, do you guys use a program for it? And if you know, like Photoshop or anything like that, or do
I use Canva.
Yeah, I use Photopea. It's free and it's browser based.
I got Potato, Paint Shop, I think.
I only got this, mate. I got this in my and the computer. So
yeah, I've seen a couple of those streams where you're doing the memes and stuff, and I'm like, he's doing all that. I'm like, I don't even want to hold a phone that long.
It's like a tick in the head. Everybody asks you how you come up with ideas. It's like the greatest ADD superpower you could possibly have. You get the idea, and if you don't get it out, you're going to go nuts.
Well, you're young too, so you haven't developed arthritis in your hands or anything like
How
that.
How young do you think I am, mate?
I'd say you're probably late 20s, 30 years old.
Okay, a little over 30, but yeah. 30.
Yeah. I just turned
I'll
45
be 34 in December.
Yeah,
a couple of us have fives in front of their ages here.
Just you and Joker.
I said couple.
So we have one guy at work, he's 55.
There we go.
And there's Blair's like 13 years old. Look at that beard.
And I turn 53 next month.
Yeah. See, that's the only bad thing about having Blair.
You're an August
he
birthday
makes my
too?
beard look like a baby beard.
Woo, represent.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I think we should have the battle of the beards in this community. I think everybody who has a beard, there should be a stream.
Yeah, I think
it's like OMB, Odin.
Yeah, like big, small, just everybody who has a beard in this community. Just put them on the screen.
I always have mine styled.
I have built beard jewelry. I just don't ever put it in. I should start doing that.
That'll happen at the next meetup. The beard off or something.
There we go.
Beard jewelry.
Beard off, where they're having it styled and they're like curled up here.
Whoop.
Oh, that reminds me of Spaceballs there for some reason.
I remember that bit. Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
For Jet Parks 373, he uses PixLR. Just find whatever you can that's free. Honestly, don't pay for anything. If you're paying for something, then you can find a free program for it.
Yeah, like I said, I like that Photopea. You can translate a lot of Photoshop over to it. It's basically a ripoff, and it's browser based, so it doesn't really affect your computer that much. Matter of fact,
take a screenshot of that and then use any of those.
Oh, it's not clear.
That's a little.
I had it. You had it.
If you go on the Legion's on the Legion of Memers YouTube, there's like a whole video on there. I actually put like a picture on there, so feel free to like screenshot that, and it'll save your life when it comes to editing or whatever.
You should add that video to like a playlist, and then that way it's kind of like.
Well, I would if there wasn't only one.
Well, no. You can still put it in a playlist all by itself, and then you'll add as you go along.
Yeah,
but that way it's just easier to find if people want to come to your channel for like how tos.
Oh yeah, I'm horrible at how tos. Like, because my computer is a potato, and I'm using the what is that thing? The crap. Wait, what's that thing? You guys, the video capture card or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And my
capture cards.
cam just went out. As I said, it's a potato.
Well, I watched that stream that you did that you were talking about, and it was very informative. With
dude, I appreciate that. If you guys want to go there and like go to the comments, just drop what you want to learn in there. I'll make more videos. I just don't know what y'all need help with or want. That's what the Legion does. We're here to help each other out, and we're so close to that new monetization. Oh my God, we're like 2 hours away from that. It is such.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to, while I go fix dinner between me and Devil Made Me Do It stream, and just put the last stream on repeat.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that, man. But once I do that, I'm going to be opening up the Discord, and I'll be doing like, I don't know, with the voice chats where you guys can learn anything or anything like that. Because I want to help out this community. Y'all have done so much to help me out. I kind of want to give back.
Dude, I want to say you guys have been phenomenal to me. Anyways, I deal with Bug all the time, messing with Dermy. You're a great guy. We chat every now and then. Kenzo's cool as shit. I got to hang out with Extra Zero, stuff like that.
Yeah,
you guys are like the backbone of like this community that's forming. Keep all of us inspired.
I do not deserve that praise, but I will take it and say thank you very much.
I think Static's taking it to heart with all this stuff he's coming out lately, especially with the AJ video he made yesterday with the cat head and stuff.
Yes. Screw Hollywood. We're all here working our asses off. We're going to knock them out.
If you pay attention, Fox News is doing exactly what we're doing.
Oh God! It's
I haven't given any money to the Satanic Temple.
Yeah, me either.
No. So like, my mom's retired. She lives with me. She constantly watches Fox News. I walk down the 5 Zone or whatever, and they're like cutting the memes and cutting the clips and doing. I'm like, that's fucking YouTube. It's free. Why am I paying for cable?
Yep. It's actually really funny because you've been seeing some of like, with the lack of a better word to say it, some of the more right-leaning larger companies out there try and use memes in a way to promote their marketing, and I'm sitting here I'm like, that is the laziest meme I have ever seen. What the hell are you guys doing? It is very.
You even see senators and House of Representatives when they have their meetings where they got the signs behind them and they're like memes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What, do you steal that from? Go on Reddit and steal that?
Probably. No. Yeah. Their intern went on Reddit and stole it for them.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they're like. Hey, you know what it is? It's that. It's the. Hey, fellow kids. That's literally what it is.
Hey, fellow. Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
Fellow members.
There you go. I
mean, when you get the mainstream quoting quoting Valiant from one source to the next source to the next source to the next source.
Yes.
I mean, we are the new media.
Well, I mean, they've had what Tim Pool on Fox, and didn't they have Ripple on Fox?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had
Yeah.
Rip on Fox.
They've had EVS on Fox. They've had other people that we know on Fox, and I think I think a lot of the I would consider some of my belief systems more on the right, but this is something that I've had a commentary on for quite a while, not just on YouTube, just outside of YouTube. It's like I feel like the right needs to do more with interacting with creators, and not necessarily with right-leaning creators, but being able to talk to people and being able to talk and be because this is what a lot of the youth, just for lack of a better phrase, they're looking at this entertainment, they're looking at TikTok, they're doing all of this stuff. And if you're not in their spaces to be able to have good conversations, I mean, they're not going to be the greatest, but at least you'll have some conversation. You're going to completely distance yourself and then I always hear it go, well, why did so lose in the last election? I wonder why. Gee.
You said comics are evil, anime is evil, cartoons evil.
In 2019, was it like Democrats were all over TikTok?
Yes,
talking and collaborating, and then all of a sudden last year, the Republicans wanted TikTok gone. Now, how do you think they're going to go and communicate with these people now after they were just trying to get rid of their platform? It's not going to happen. They're not going to, they're cutting themselves off in all different directions, and that's just a political thing I don't want to really get into.
Those two young kids that are all over TikTok? You see
Harry.
on Twitter.
Oh yeah, the ones that got fact checked like a bitch on Twitter.
They can't tweet at all without getting fucking ratio.
Well, no, there's one other. It's under the table news. I don't want to say
just being
the gay
blatant
lady.
about it, huh?
The gay lady. She does. Yeah, she actually has she's actually had Obama, in her clips and everything like that. Talking. She really talks really bad about Republicans and always gives AOC and everybody all kinds of props because she's exactly like Harry. She gets paid by that organization to do the news, and she's got millions of followers and she's verified. So
the fact that they don't have Monica Lewinsky leading that stream is very disappointing.
I don't know if I've seen this stream.
I know, I don't think so either. Where was this?
Now I want to know which stream Monica Lewinsky should be leading.
Well, he said it was it was called the Under the Table stream, right?
Oh God!
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Wow. Oh my God! That's it. I'm out.
Under the desk news. Under the desk news. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, that's where Monica was. She was under the desk.
Under the desk news. Yeah.
Then it makes
Field reporter, Monica Lewinsky, on the field.
Hold on, here,
Green Rocks. I think you're older than I think you are.
December '89, my friend.
Okay, just a little bit. Yeah,
he's got the eyes of a 12-year-old.
Yeah,
I've seen the pictures where you partially blur out your face. I'm like, damn, he's way bigger than I thought he was. Not wide-wise, tall.
Me? No, dude. I think I'm 5'11" when I wake up, 5'10" when I go to bed.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
That's all of us now. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Although I'm still the tallest
Sheila
one in my
Alien's
family.
in here.
Most
What's
of them
up,
are
Sheila?
Indian.
Hi, Sheila.
Hey, hail Sheila.
Hello.
Most of my family are 5. I think the tallest one is 5'7".
So you got the super soldier serum.
Well, I mean, they're all Indian, so it kind of makes sense.
Okay.
But
and then my cousins are now the taller than me, those bastards.
It always happens that way, right?
Oh, dude, I hadn't seen my niece. I hadn't seen my niece in 4 years. And the last time I seen her, she was here, and I had to go home for a funeral, and I bumped into her, and she's this tall. And I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Stop feeding your children, damn it!
Joe just finished dinner. He's getting ready to go to Barbie.
Oh Oh
Good
man.
luck, sir.
Godspeed.
I wish I
Bring the
had
booze, my
taps.
friend. Bring the
He
booze.
needs to put in earplugs to keep his brain from leaking out.
He is wearing pink, so he's just getting in the moment.
One of us. One of us.
See, we are at 2 hours and 20 minutes. I got to go fix dinner before I got to be on a stream in 2 hours. I'll start wrapping up here in a minute. I know Mag's got to go here in a minute too.
Yep. It's gotta feed the kitty and like I said, forge some dinner myself. It is that time of the evening, guys.
Yeah, I already have a ribeye I cooked last night, but I'm gonna cook some eggs to go with it.
Oh,
nice.
yum.
I'm gonna go full keto. I'm 15 pounds overweight.
Wow.
Fatty.
15 pounds heavier than I was in high school.
I mean, we're all a little heavier than we were in high school at this point.
A little,
Yes.
So Static and Fractured Filter have a contest going on. You want to explain that, Static?
Yeah, we've got a contest going. We started it 2 weeks ago, last Thursday, and it is whoever loses the most percentage in body weight until the last Thursday of the year.
I've seen that on Twitter. Yes.
And what's the prize?
It's the hashtag no more fats. It's not a prize. It's the loser has to record themselves singing and dancing to a song that I wrote that I will not be saying online. I might tweet out the lyrics later because you're not going to record me doing that.
Milkshake.
Is it I whip my hair back and forth or something?
Milkshakes.
No, it's something to the tune of "I'm a Little Teapot."
Ooh.
Short and stout.
And it has to be shirtless, and you can have a mask on, correct?
Okay,
Yes.
shirtless.
Yes, mask on because Fractured doesn't show his face.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's still
I
listening.
can understand that.
But yes, I will tweet that out, and you guys can keep your eyes for those lyrics because they're pretty damn good.
I can't wait.
Yeah, Kenzo, I'll reach out, man. We'll try to get you on here. I think we got a thing. I think we're going to be pretty slow until Marvels comes out. I might see if Rivers wants to come back for that one. I'm sure he seems so enthused to see that movie.
I don't want to see
We'll just have to go on communism watch.
Well, I'm all fine with that. I try to keep away from politics on here, but it just seems like you can't get away from them nowadays.
Oh, sorry.
What'd you do?
I said
Oh
some
no!
political
Oh
things.
no, you're fine.
Oh no, you're
about
fine. I said some political shit too. I mean, we usually try to.
Mags, it's related to pop culture, so I mean,
That's true.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
That is
when I
true.
come on here with my Trump 2024 flag, then it's political.
If he makes it that far.
That's Wilson.
Jesus.
Where's my freaking invite? That's not fair.
I'm a little jealous. Yeah.
I'm a little jealous too.
I mean, where's this invite
Right?
of like this wonderful meal going on?
All right, let's go around the horn. We're almost at 2:30. What do you got going on, Green Rocks? I know you're a super busy dude.
Yeah, my work day is insane, and then I got the midweek hump on Wednesdays. So be sure to check that out. We have some amazing guests on there, and it's the middle of the week, so it's a great way to kind of decompress and enjoy yourself. And of course, we have the Legion of Memers meme stream, and I try and make it on as many streams as possible that I can. So you can catch me around everywhere in the fellowship. Best place to check out the content would be my Twitter, where I post all the memes and videos and all that. And if you could follow the Legion YouTube as well, that would be very helpful. We're very close to that new monetization, and then once we do that, I will open up the Discord for everybody, and sky's the limit on that. And go follow us on Twitter. Just a heads up, though, Twitter is acting really freaky right now because I'm not able to see certain responses and everything like that.
Yeah.
So
A lot of
I
people have
do
been
apologize
complaining.
if I'm missing some things over the next couple days. But I will do my best to make sure if the hashtag or you've at the Legion to make sure to check it out.
And by the way, to piggyback off of that, those who are unverified, just like we're on the unvaxxed people, basically, the unverifieds can only message 500 messages in their DMs a day. So there's a daily limit. Mhm.
And so if you're in a chat room where there's like 20 people, that counts as 19 messages.
Yep. It's
Oh, is that what it was? I
Yep.
left a couple
Happened to me.
groups because it was like you can't respond because oh my god, I'm not playing this shit.
No, it's so basically, yeah. If you're in a group chat and you send, and you, the person, the unverified, sends one message out, it's like all these messages. Like that's how it's counted.
It should not be that way.
No, it shouldn't, and it's bullshit. So I'm like, okay, they clearly thought about that because they probably thought people would get away with that going into a group message thing, and I'm just like, really? Because I'm in mod groups and I have to like report and do things back and forth. I'm like, forget about that. I'm not going to do that.
Actually, I think it's a poorly written control statement in the code, and they overlooked it.
It should be so many new DMs to stop the spammers, not texting in a group.
Yeah. So if you were already in a group chat or a group message or whatever, or somebody invited you, it shouldn't be counted against you at all.
Yeah.
I mean, how am I going to know how many Asian ladies out there are into me?
Well, most of those spam bots.
The answer is all of them, obviously.
So most of those spam
Easy
bots
way to go.
that I have filtered in my messages, so you can go to like the filtered folder and just delete them or whatever. Most of them are verified accounts, so I'm like, oh great, it doesn't really matter. The bots still end up buying, so whatever. But penalize the unverified. Get it?
Pay $8, peasant.
Yeah, apparently. I'm like, there's just another thing to subscribe to, I guess.
I like Twitter Blue just for making people mad. Bradley, what do you got going on?
Well, actually, I was pretty productive last week on YouTube. I actually put up 4 videos. Marvel's went really stupid with their hype train, releasing EW's article and then the trailer. So I got some stuff out of that. And apparently I just picked up 2 new subscribers.
Nice.
So that's cool. So appreciate that. I'm back past 60. Secret Invasion, of course, is coming up. And I get to see the finale. This is so exciting. The slowest burn ever. Awesome.
Sleepy Invasion.
So are you going to be there on Thursday?
I might be there on Thursday. Yeah. I might be there on Thursday. I'll probably be back next Sunday. I actually have like legitimate busy like legal stuff this week. So it might be a little slow.
Because
Speak of the devil.
Because
Speak of the devil, we were talking about her earlier.
Because on Roman's stream for Thursday, very special guest, Pops.
Oh, I love Pops.
We usually have Bradley chained at the ankle on Thursdays, though.
I'm allowed to come out and play.
Ask Static first.
You can. Yeah. I thought I told you all last week. You could all show up. You could all just not show up a Thursday. I'll do it all by myself. I don't care. Like, yeah, you guys, you're not. We don't have a contract here.
Oh, I did want to say every other Friday, if you guys are streaming, send me a link because I'm trying to, take a break Friday evenings. But every other Friday, I'll see what streams are on, and I might join you guys.
All right. Blair, what do you got going on, man?
Well, if Roman of the Empire will finally finish the secret TV show that nobody's watching reviews, we're going to finally do Dark City. We're going to review the Dark City. So we're looking forward to that. Probably in a couple weeks, he said.
Yeah. Not this week, next week.
Yeah. So that's what I've got going on.
Static, what do you got going on, Mr. 101 subs?
Yep, nice. 101 subs. Thank you, everyone who has subscribed today. What do I got going on? So I've made a couple videos yesterday. One I just put out yesterday. It's Fox News and potentially donating to the Satanic Temple. I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing. Talk about that. And then I've got a video that's going to be coming out tomorrow morning about crazy people complaining about kids being racist because they want to dress up like their favorite sports athlete.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, that was messed up. Yeah.
Yeah, that was fucked up. I've seen that on Twitter.
So I've got a video on that. And then I am working on another project where I haven't decided what I'm going to call it, but it's pretty much just about weird shit. And I'm going to try and make that a weekly video. And I might have that out by Wednesday. So go check out my channel. Also, Thursday night, we do the weekend pregame where we just talk about pretty much whatever the hell we want. Sometimes it's serious, sometimes it's silly. So you never know what you're going to get.
Very good show, by the way. I'm on there. Acid, what do you got going on? I'm going to post your Rumble channel here.
Oh, me. Okay, so this is a serious time. This week we will have Mr. Duke here, Static, Wookie. I don't know who the fourth is.
I'm working on horror.
Yeah, we're gonna have a round table discussion about maps and pedophilia. This will be a serious discussion. This will also have facts. This will be a facts. This will only be on Rumble.
Yeah.
This will, like I said,
yeah.
So this will not. This will all have DSM-5 evidence. This will also have orgs and EDUs, not anything you see on .coms or Twitter. This is, if it is just maybe a little bit parody, everybody's going to have a discussion about it, show their feelings. Hopefully, nobody gets butthurt. The last time I did something like this was with men's mental health, and I got a few death threats. So this is going to be interesting. What this is going to come out with.
Woo!
Yeah, he was talking about a video game. He got death threats. It's pretty wild.
Was it Last of Us 2?
No,
oh, it was
Destiny.
It was with Bungie Incorporated. They're owned by Sony, so that was like how they always talk about other mental health, like Black Lives Matter, trans rights, Asian rights, and stuff but they never acknowledge men's mental health. They put it all in one org, so it was like a big discussion, and they actually banned people about talking about things like that.
That's so weird. I'll be bringing a list of material that you could use to help keep maps on a wall.
Okay, yeah. So I'm making a thumbnail today, and I'm sending Wookie all the stuff, and
so I can get over to her, and we can figure out a time.
And Duke also. So hopefully everybody will be happy to come visit and watch and see what happens.
For a guy that makes goofy memes of us while we're streaming. And always has wacky things going on in his little profile picture there. He's pretty serious. Joker, what do you got going on, man?
In a few hours, I will be on the channel Dork Wars, talking about the most influential films of all time. Then we're going to Monday, I've got my last week's news now. Wednesday is my review of The Greatest Lie Ever Sold, the Barbie film. Friday will be my review of the series finale, Secret Invasion. Thursday, I will be on with Roman of the Empire, talking about the same thing. Monday and Friday over on Legion Talk. Monday is Game of Thrones Season 4, Episode 7. And then Friday for Friday night's Royal Rumble. And 505 subscribers. Moving on. Now I need hours. Get to the playlist. Just push play. Go do something. Just let them run.
All right. What do you got going on, Magitech?
Nothing right now. I still have some things on hiatus. I do have some ideas in the background as always, but it's a matter of balancing work and life in general. Yeah, it's yeah. And since I don't really get home until sometimes really late, and then I'm always everywhere else, I barely have time to work on my own channel. But you can find me around. Usually I'm on Sunday late night culture casino show, Toxic Femme. I'm on Night's Edge on Monday, as well as Yelling at Hard Cards.
I bet the two girls on Monday are gonna have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it to that one, which I wish I could. I'm just not sure. What my schedule is tomorrow with work and everything. But So you can usually find me on there. You can usually find me on Comics Division's channel as well on his Monday late night show. I think they're calling it the first part of it the Monday Meltdown. So I guess we'll be just talking about everything in general, and then it'll be turning into Yelling at Parked Cars later on Rumble. So you can usually follow me around there. I'm usually also hanging out with this lovely dude over here on Friday night Royal Rumble with Legion Games and Kat, the hijabi gamer, Samael the Infamous, as well as Nami Without You. And I can't is there am I Lawrence Knight, Larry. So usually I like to try to pop in there as best as I can. And then sometimes I'm on.
I guess Shadow says he can show up, but no one cares. So
put the kid in his place, right? But then sometimes I'll be on Loki's Mornings of Mischief late night show on Friday nights. So you can usually catch me around there. Those are usually the places that I end up being on. Sometimes I'm on Roman of the Empires, although he keeps asking me to come on his show, and it's always a show that I'm not watching because I'm not interested, and I feel bad. But yeah, check out everybody here. Check out everywhere everybody goes. Subscribe, and make sure when you do subscribe, especially if you're a new subscriber, make sure you watch a video to be able to solidify your subscription. Otherwise, YouTube may think you're a bot and will delete your subscription. So,
that's why people keep getting deleted.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. I gotta hang out with you guys more often. I don't know anything.
Let's start putting that in videos too.
Yeah.
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 So I have, what do I have? So in about 2 hours, you're going to find me on Beazle Hub, which the link is in the description. The link is in the title. I'm going to post it right now too for the video. I will be on there with Soldier Spirit, green-haired anti-liberal, Toxic Man Flu, and I think Dermy's driving a Power Wheels.
Oh, Toxic Man Flu is funny as
we're going to be ranking muscle cars, which is a situation I grew up in around race cars and muscle cars and all that good stuff. So it should be fun. Other than that, on Thursdays, you can catch me on Statics pregame. Very good conversations over there. Sometimes it's oddball. Sometimes it's very serious. I really like doing that because I don't have to do anything but just show up. And then on Fridays, you can catch me on the Bootleg MFer with Jed Revenwolf. I don't think he woke up yet. That's probably why he's not here. And I'm here every Sunday. I'm thinking about doing a video on this anti-Japanese stuff with Oppenheimer because I just find it very like, what the fuck?
If you do that, you have to cut it into 2 parts.
In 2 parts?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. Yep.
Put an end to it. Yep.
Yeah.
Part 1.
Make sure it doesn't happen again. And threaten more.
All right, guys, that's where we're going to go for tonight. Y'all have a good one.
Toodles.
Bye.
Oh, we're still alive. All right, cool.